First, we were in the jungles. Now, we're in the concrete jungle as we're talking about 1990s Predator 2. Let's go!
Flip the switches to maximum amplification as Parker, Dan, and Angela prepare for their operation. With trivia and plot points scrawled across their walls, laughter and debate erupts as the movie's drama calls. The world may call them crazy, minds gone astray, but genius and passion and madness all dance the same way. Now the show begins to rise from its broadcast realm, and you can open your eyes as we dissect that film.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dissect That Film Podcast, a podcast that dissects the good, the bad, and the ugly of cinema. I am your lone host today, Brett Parker, but I have some wonderful human beings to help me along as we talk about this sequel. We have the guys from B Action. We have Charlie. We have Dustin. And we have the Silver Fox himself, Mickey. Welcome in, boys.
I ain't got time to bleed. Oh, wait, that's the first one. That's the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one. Charlie, this is my specialty.
I only got one speech, so this is the only time I'm going to say it.
Oh, I got it.
Want-
Hold on. It's
want some
fucking
candy?
voodoo magic, man.
I could imagine when when Jim and John Thomas were writing the script for this, they're like, what weird phrase should the Predator learn to say? And it's like, I don't know, maybe want some candy? That's funny. And he's like, I'm putting it in and I'm not telling him.
It's like he's sitting there like writing this shit, and like his kid walks in and goes, "Hey, Dad, you want some candy?" He goes, "Want some candy?
Genius, Timmy. High five.
Want some candy?"
Could you imagine if a 7-foot alien hunter said that to you?
In a child's voice?
I'd already shit myself.
It's
and would shit
terrifying.
myself again.
Yeah, well, Charlie, shit happens.
That shit happens.
Oh, God.
One ugly mother. Woo!
Oh, okay. All right.
We're going to go through all the lines
We
right
are.
now.
We are.
That's how we do this. Every one of them.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you didn't know, we're covering 1990s Predator 2.
Los Angeles, 1997. It's the hottest summer on record. Pollution is choking the city. The gangs control the streets.
It has not been a nice day!
As bad as things are, they're about to get worse. Much worse.
Whoever killed him is gonna pay. I'm gonna finish it.
It has almost no weight.
But it cuts like steel.
Incredible.
Whoever did this took out 4 men armed with machine guns by hand.
You don't know what you're dealing with. Otherworld life forms, drawn by heat and conflict. He's on safari. Lions, tigers, the bears. Oh my.
Danny Glover, Gary Busey, Ruben Blades, Maria Conchita Alonso, Bill Paxton. Predator 2. He's in town with a few days to kill this Thanksgiving.
Starring Danny Glover of Lethal Weapon fame. I think this is the first time I've covered a movie with Danny Glover in it. Because we haven't covered any of the Lethal Weapon movies. And the only, yeah, and then I guess Saw would be like another one I think we probably would cover at some point.
You never done Operation Dumbo Drop? Come on, man.
You didn't do the
Danny
instant
Glover
Danny.
classic.
You didn't do the other instant Danny Glover classic, Gone Fishing?
No. Sorry.
That's a great fucking movie.
It's fucking good. Borderline 11.
I guess I could talk about the second Jumanji reboot where he's in that.
There you go.
Fair.
No.
Fair.
But yeah, it's our first time talking about Danny Glover, but it's not our first time talking about Uncle Gary Busey. We talked about him a couple times. I think the last time we talked about him, though.
Buttered sausage. Let's talk about buttered sausage.
Oh my goodness. You want to talk about this man being just off the walls. Watch the making of Predator 2. Every time this man is on camera, he is just spouting a bunch of nonsense. It doesn't make any sense, but they just let him go. And everybody around him is just like, okay, Gary, thanks, Gary. Could you leave now, Gary?
Died. He almost died like right before this.
It was 2 years before this. Yeah, it was 1988. He got in his motorcycle accident. And,
on the Silver Bullet.
The funny thing is, though, when you watch movies with him in it that take place after his accident, he's still a damn good actor. Like, he's still putting in great performance. It's just behind the scenes stuff. You're just like, Gary, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Just
he's the American Ozzy Osbourne. On stage, everyone can understand Ozzy. Off stage, no one knows what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
That's our Gary Busey here too. No one knows what the fuck he's talking about.
I remember like watching this as a kid, and then watching he was in Under Siege with Seagal and Tommy Lee Jones, and I loved him in that. I mean, to be honest,
That's a great one.
I love Gary Busey as an actor. I always enjoy myself watching anything he's in. I mean, we covered a Silver Bullet with Dustin last year. Oh yeah, he was in Soldier. I talked about that over on the Video Villa podcast.
Utah, make it too.
Oh yeah.
What great baby?
I mean, Rookie of the Year.
Right. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That is a good. Yeah, that is a good pull. That is a good pull.
2 for 2.
I mean, the funny thing is I've talked about Gary a few times. I talked about his son Jake when we talked about the Frighteners. So yeah, we've talked about the Busey family quite a bit on this show. We have Ruben Blades in this. I don't think I've talked about him on this, but the best story about him on this movie was he was doing a live interview on Good Morning America during the making of this movie, and director Stephen Hopkins didn't know that was happening and wanted to start shooting again. So he literally was like, hey, we got it, like, on camera while he's doing this live interview, literally like swearing, like, we have to fucking film, like getting in his face, like getting in his way and all that stuff. Like, and that was the last time there was ever a live interview on the set of a movie. Was because of Predator 2.
I love those real moments.
It's perfect. I guess like a few days later, Stephen Hopkins and Ruben Blades had to like film an apology.
Yeah.
So sorry.
So good.
Had to fist fight each other. Yeah.
Sorry we cursed on your talk show.
Oh man.
Whoopsie daisy.
Maria Conchita Alonso is in this, playing Detective Leona Cantrell. Bill Paxton, he's back. I think I've talked about Bill more than any actor on this show. So the first movie I ever covered on the show with him was Twister, way back in like the 10th episode. Talked about Aliens. We've talked about Terminator, which he has the small part in. I feel like I've talked about other movies with him. I just can't think of him right now.
Frailty?
No, I've not done Frailty.
Oh, great.
That's 3 for 3, Parker.
Near Dark.
Near Dark.
Vampire one.
I'm just thinking of the movies. Oh, he was at, and then we have an episode on Titanic, which he has a small part in that as well.
Well, he's in that.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
And coming back to play the Predator, or the City Hunter, as he is known in this movie, we have Kevin Peter Hall, the late Kevin Peter Hall, who sadly passed away about a year after this movie was made. And boy, everybody loved the hell out of Kevin Peter Hall. Like,
yeah, he just seemed like a genuine dude.
The making of interviews with him were just awesome. He just sounded like such a delightful person. And Stan Winston adored him. Like during during his interviews, Stan Winston would come in. He's acting like a child. He's like hugging up all on him while he's being interviewed and all that. And it's just it's fantastic.
John always seems like. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm saying it always seems like the guys in the suits are always like the best dudes because I mean, they don't get you don't see their face. Nobody knows who they are, so they don't have this sense of. Yeah.
I mean, Jean-Claude was in the suit.
That
but look at
doesn't
him.
count.
Okay.
He got kicked off before the movie was even done.
And he wasn't even the Predator. He was some sort of giant bug at the time. I don't know what the hell that was.
That was the Predator.
I know, but we don't need to talk about that.
It's because he couldn't have a sex scene, is what it was. He couldn't have a sex scene as the giant Predator monster.
He couldn't screw the Predator.
He's like, I thought it was called the Predator.
Yeah,
and was thinking something else. Yeah,
right.
Well, John McTiernan felt so bad for Kevin in the first one, being just in the suit, that he's the helicopter pilot at the end when they go pick up Arnold.
Yep.
So he at least gets his real face on it. But he's also a beloved Harry in Harry and the Hendersons.
Sure is.
Yes,
dude, fucking love me some Kevin Peter Hall, man.
Yep,
dude.
And it's so unfortunate because you think of like Kevin Peter Hall, he died very young. He died, like I said, shortly after this came out. You think back to like the original Alien, the suit actor for the original Xenomorph, he died shortly after that came out. Like it's just like, and I've never seen interviews with that. I can't remember his name, but I just like, it's so sad. Like this just absolute talents just gone way too soon.
Well, I don't think people realize or remember that there's a lot of health risks and shit when you're that tall or that big or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, so they're like, oh, he died of heart failure. Yeah, that's not that shocking when you think about it. You know?
It's working double time because he's double your fucking size.
Right. You know, it's like Andre, you know.
Yeah.
The body can't support those sizes very long.
Nope. I do want to shout out Lillian Chavin, who played Dr. Irene Edwards, who was like the random doctor, like, what we found here was this. The only reason I want to shout her out, because we've covered a movie she was in, 1984's Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Yep.
Oh, God, she was the worst. She sucked. This was released November 21st, 1990. Almost 35 years. Isn't that nuts? That's crazy. It had a budget of $20 to $30 million. It made $57.1 million at the box office. So it didn't do great. And probably the reason why we don't see The Predator for 14 years until 2004's Alien vs. Predator, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm so sorry. That just slipped out.
Wow. Shit on the movies all you want, but you put some respect on that name, sir. All right, you put some respect on
it. You are talking to the wrong person if you want me to put respect on Paul W.S. Anderson, sir.
Mortal Kombat.
One movie does not make somebody a great director.
Event Horizon.
Okay,
Event
I'll give you
Horizon.
two.
Resident Evil.
I'll give you Death Race as a 3. Because Death Race is good. I like Death Race.
Dustin, I was winning. Okay.
Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 6. The Biggest Abomination. Monster Hunter. Whatever garbage he just released this year. The dude's a hack.
Monster
I'll
Hunter
move on.
wasn't awful. But what's funny is Parker's sitting there like listing off the ones he likes. He goes, damn, I actually like Paul W.S. Anderson.
No. Listen, but I just want to put a disclaimer. It's all a gag. Let's move on. It's a joke that I've had since the beginning of the show when we actually went through the entire Resident Evil movies. They're trash. Okay, I'm not gonna bow down from those. Those movies are awful. But it's just a running gag. Everybody relax. He's probably a pleasant person. He's just not a great director.
I'm gonna slap him.
This movie was directed. This movie was directed by Stephen Hopkins, who we've talked about before on the show. Actually, this season, because he directed 1996's The Ghost in the Darkness. He also directed A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5, The Dream Child, which is the reason he got this job.
Yep.
So, it was written by Jim and John Thomas, who wrote the first Predator. So a lot of returning players. I guess McTiernan was slated to come back, but he didn't like the script, and also I guess he was too expensive. I guess at the time he was it was like a $5 million fee, and they were like, no, we don't.
They wanted just charge that same budget.
Yeah,
you think he charged that because he didn't want to do it? Sometimes you're like, just throw a
that could have been
number
it.
out
Yeah,
there. I want $100 bazillion.
And then
I believe it.
And then there's the many stories about why Arnold didn't want to do it originally. It was like the script was an issue. Then it was scheduling. I guess Terminator 2 was in pre-production when this was being made. There was that. Yeah. So it was like Arnie was a busy man in the 80s and early 90s. So like not totally surprised, but they probably could have figured it out. But
they couldn't afford him. That's it.
Can you imagine if the Predator, instead of saying want some candy, he said it's not a tumor?
It's not a tumor.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah.
Put the cookie down.
Boys are from Venus because they got a penis.
Oh my God. Gage from Pet Sematary. God damn. The music is done by Alan Silvestri, who came back and just gave us the same theme. And you know what? Nobody's complaining about it. Nobody's complaining about it.
Don't fix it if it ain't broke.
Exactly. That's why when Brad Friedel came back for Terminator 2, he's like, I'm not changing the theme. I'm just going to just tweak it just enough so that it's one of the most iconic themes in cinema history. And that's what Predator is.
Yeah.
The Predator theme is iconic.
You know what's up. I think it's a little less steel drum in this one, and they did tweak this one ever so slightly.
Yes, they wanted it to feel urban. Right. Yeah.
Mainly at the beginning. That's really when you notice, like, oh, it's different now. Like when that does that over the head shot from the jungle to the city.
Oh, so good.
All right, Paul. So I think it's time we, made a trailer.
Do we have to?
Like, people keep asking, so we're gonna deliver.
Well, what are we supposed to do in this damn trailer?
We're just gonna talk about shit we do here. We theme our months, right? Like, what do we?
I mean, I know we've done stuff like musicals and animation month and creature features, all sorts of stuff, but is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's something kind of like that. Then I'm probably gonna sit there and tell people, we're on all social medias. We're on the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and it's all under Flicks and Friends podcast.
Yeah, I guess so. If they're not tired of hearing that by now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that'll work. Should we press record?
Yeah, let's press record right now.
In a world that has been completely divided for so long, two movie fans have decided to unite for the people and the betterment of mankind. One, an action movie buff. The other, a horror movie fanatic. Together, they will try to bridge the gap of both genres into one podcast with their battle cry, "Give me back my action and horror movies." Listen along as Charlie and Nate alternate each week talking about action and horror movies they cherish, mostly from the VHS era. Also, including some modern examples that felt like the movies they grew up with by answering the battle cry, "Give me back my action and horror movies." Available wherever you listen to podcasts. Look them up on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah. Are you guys ready to hop into the plot of Predator 2?
Well, yeah.
All right. Yeah. Well, you guys got to help me jump into it. You guys know what to do?
Oh, we get to say it?
You guys get to say it. You ready?
Yeah.
It is time to dissect.
Dissect
that. Oh! So we are in the jungles of LA. As was just said, we go from the awesome shot of the jungles of it's definitely the jungles of Colombia that they show, and then it kind of has a great transition to like, no, we're in LA now in the future of 1997. It's so weird when you're in 2025 and it's like the future 1997. 7 short years.
The future was accurate though for 1997. Let's just be real here.
Yeah. Oh, so good though, because then we get the Predator vision with the title card. Oh, so good. And then it's the Predator just, running around, scanning, looking at things. He's like, poof, this place is a gold mine. Because there is a straight up war happening on the streets of LA between the Scorpios and the cops in this scene. But I think there was a war going on between the Scorpios and the Jamaicans. But this is between the cops and the Scorpios. And boy, it is insane. There is cars flipping, there's explosions, lots of guns, and cops doing a terrible job at protecting themselves, because let's just stand with 75% of our body exposed while there's 25 guys with automatic guns just shooting at you. Doesn't seem like a good plan, guys. But guess what?
If the 80s taught me something, I thought cars were way more bulletproof than they really are in real life. They're really not bulletproof. When we get behind the engine block, that's a little bit more believable. But I'm gonna hide behind this door. You're dead.
I get that. I get that, Charlie. But I'm also going risk sitting behind this door, hoping for protection, or just stand out in the open. I'm gonna choose the potential of some protection.
You're not wrong. I'm not gonna.
But also, I would have been one of those guys going, "Why am I here? This is awful.
This was my day off, assholes. What is going on?"
Those guys are getting paid like minimum wage too. Like it's like,
yeah, cops in the 80s and 90s weren't making shit according to Hollywood. They were less. Goodness. They were paid less than teachers.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
But also, we have like reporters in the middle of the fight. Like, there's a war happening. No shit. Get out of there. Why are you there?
War reporting's a thing, right? Like,
okay. I get it. But again, we're standing in the open. We're just standing there.
That's true. Look, surprisingly, nobody was trying to shoot them.
I'm just saying they're moving faster than the bullets, Parker. Like they may perceive that they're standing still.
Yes.
But look, I mean, that's another icon in this movie. And Parker, you and Dustin probably have no idea. Mickey, I don't know about you, but Morton Downey Jr. was fucking everywhere in the 80s and early 90s. I couldn't pick up a Mad magazine that didn't have some kind of caricature of Morton Downey Jr. running around, or him screaming on television about it. Was between him and like Geraldo. This was like before Jerry Springer got big. And I'm just like, and I watched this movie, and he's not acting. That's just Morton Downey Jr. in this movie. And he's perfectly selected for this movie.
Is there relation to Robert?
No, I looked it up. No. I looked it up.
Oh,
not
okay.
Not even a little bit, just in name.
His father was also an actor in like the 50s. But there was no relation.
That's a weird coincidence that their names are that, dude. Like,
it is
stage names.
It might be. Yeah, it's like Bort. Nobody has the name Bort. Come along, Bort.
Parker just lost everyone that's named Bort on his download. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry. But during the shootout, like there's the whole Scorpio is ready guy. But
does he say that outside during the shootout, or is that when he's inside the building?
Inside.
Yeah,
he's on the warehouse. Man.
When they're getting all loaded up and ready to go, they're just like handfuls of cocaine on their face.
Chico's picking up the RoboCop sniper gun at the end, because that's exactly what that gun is. That RoboCop got shot with. But Chico is the same guy. He's in every movie. He's the one that's head blows up in The Running Man. He's like, Chico!
Isn't he also the same dude that got stepped on by a T-Rex in The Lost World?
No, you're thinking. You're talking about Thomas Rosales Jr.
Yeah. Yes. He also gets his arm cut off in Commando. He gets his face cut in one of the Seagal movies. He is in every movie.
He gives Keanu Reeves a coffee in Speed.
Yes, he does.
So he's the Doug Jones of this era.
Yes, he's also in Con Air.
Oh,
Con Air.
All right.
So we get the crazy, battle that's going on, and then who shows up? The freaking Danny Glover coming in,
button shirt down here.
Yeah, full force, just plows through these two cop vans like to get in between. He's like, "I'm here, guys." It's like, you could have just parked behind him. No, he's like, "No, causing damage to these police vehicles."
Charlie goes, "Not the vans."
I hate the
The funny thing is, I didn't catch his name for like good 25 minutes of this movie, so I just have him as Danny in my notes, and then I found out one of the characters in the movie's name is Danny, so I was like, I gotta find out what's Danny Glover's name. Mike. It's Mike Harrigan. Yes, I know. Yeah. I know now.
Like, they scream it most of the movie.
But yeah, he comes in, he forms with his group, which consists of Leona, Danny, and I think that was it. I think those were the only two guys. There was another guy too. He was the one who was like, "You can't go in the building." That guy who just shows up in this one scene.
He's like watch commander or something on that scene right there. He's been in a bunch of movies too.
Oh yeah, I recognize his face. I just couldn't picture where I had seen him. But yeah, they come up with a plan, and the plan is Danny Glover is just he's going to purposely destroy his car, and he's just going to hang out the side of his car as bullets are just raining down on him. Full speed, by the way.
Charlie, no seatbelts.
No seatbelts.
Oh no, you don't wear a seatbelt in this situation.
Yeah, it's the 80s and 90s. Seatbelts weren't invented yet.
Oh my!
It also works. It also doesn't take you 4 beers to watch this movie. Okay.
Oh, it takes me 0 beers. 0.
My favorite though is when Harrigan hops out of his car. Like, I think half the group had already run into the building, but there's like 3 other guys out there, and Harrigan just turns around with that shotgun. He's like, "Hey!" And I was like, "What?" Okay, I guess that's cool because they turn around. It's like, you don't want to shoot him in the back. That's not cool. You want to yell that you're there so that you can just boom, boom, boom. Just blast these dudes.
Mickey some fucking shotgun blast, and they go flying, dude.
I love his shotgun in this movie. It's great.
Oh my!
I love when he's looking for the right weapon. He opens the trunk.
Oh,
dude.
Oh my God! Okay, hold on.
He was gonna grab the smallest pistol.
He's looking through this whole bag of guns, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you know that fucking gun's up there, man. Why are you like looking around? Like, oh yeah, there it is."
Because
not
he wanted
his sidearm has a fucking laser sight on it too, so he's not even worried about his sidearm. It's like, what else do I got?
Yeah, you wanted the audience to yell, "Don't grab the smallest one. Grab that
shotgun." That shotgun had a scope on it.
It did.
But yet he's shooting it from his team.
They had the prop team looking for find me something to attach to this gun. I don't care what it is. Just put it on.
Oh,
I need something on every gun.
There's flashlights taped to one. There's all kinds of
That's the future.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he's shooting it from his hip. We don't need...
He blows them away.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
does this shotgun is it on par with Chuck Norris's shotgun from The Hitman? No, not you don't think so?
No, this one's got a little more speed, but it does not have the kick.
It got the kick. It ain't got the cool factor either.
It doesn't have. It's not fair that you're saying it doesn't have the Chuck. Okay, that's not fair. That's no. Mickey said the kick, and who delivers those kicks?
Oh.
So we're inside the building. We're inside the building now, and that's when we get the El Scorpio is ready. He is coke. Like, there's one guy who literally just grabs a pile of coke, just shoves it into his face, and they're just gearing up.
Guns. They're every fucking where. And anything you could think of was in there.
Oh,
crates of them.
So while they're gearing up, they hear something. And then they get ambushed. But you know who it is. But you know,
we're invisible, Parker. We don't know. We don't know who it is.
Yeah, we don't know.
I'm sorry, Charlie. I jumped the gun here.
You imagine the fucking because it's known like the Predator's, you know, his invisibility is like his camouflage. Right now, if he's in the fucking city and he's walking around with camo on, how much of an asshole is he gonna look?
What?
Like Charlie's can't no, but it's camouflage when it's in the jungle. When it's in the city, he just looks like a dickhead.
The Predator?
I wear
because
camo.
he's wearing Charlie's camo, like his hat. Like, I'm trying to make
he's not actually
I'll wear
wearing
camo in the city.
But what are you camouflaging against, Charlie?
Nerds.
Trash.
Nerds.
So Harrigan and his group go into the building, and El Scorpio comes busting out the doors, and he's shooting at something. And every cop shoots at him, missing all of him. Like, every shot misses. Like, he is... What? Is this Stormtrooper aim? What's going on? He's able to escape without any bullets hitting him. He gets to the roof, and him and Harrigan face off, but he is more focused on the thing that's behind him. I love that Harrigan had to drop down to one knee though to aim up at him when he's on the roof.
He wanted the low ground. He didn't want the high ground in this situation.
Make yourself a smaller target.
That's a small target.
So he aims at him, but El Scorpio shoots at the Predator and then gets blown away by Harrigan, falls off the roof. Does this stunt himself because, of course, the actor who plays El Scorpio, Henry Kingi, is actually a stuntman. So pretty much did all of his own stunts. I love, there's actually a behind-the-scenes shot during the making of him laying on the table that he falls on, and he's like the blood everywhere. It's just Danny Glover like feeding him. So good.
Oh, he was in Bad Boys too.
Who was he in Bad Boys?
He did stunts. He did stunts.
Okay.
Yeah, he's done stunts in so many movies.
I was gonna say he's probably done stunts in so much stuff. So they go back to the room where they were like gearing up, and they go in there and everybody's dead. Like there's bodies everywhere, and then there's a body hanging upside down, and there's like, well, how did that happen? How'd they get up there? And then they look away for a second, the body just gets yoinked out of there, and I would have been like, you saw that, right? Like, that's not normal.
I don't get paid enough for this shit, and just walk out the door.
You guys want to go get a beer?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Beer 30, gentlemen. Let's get out of here.
Seems like time to punch out.
In the city, sometimes if you don't see it, it doesn't happen. Okay, mind your business. All right.
They all looked at each other. They're like,
mind your fucking business.
There was only 3 bodies, not 4.
Yeah. What did you write down? I didn't write it down yet. 3. Make it 3.
Less paperwork.
So Harrigan gets reprimanded by his boss, Deputy Phil Heineman, played by Robert Davey. What has this guy been in? I recognize this guy too.
Robert.
Oh, he was in Die Hard.
The first Die Hard.
Oh, he's Jake Fratelli in the Goonies. He's one of the Fratellis.
Yep.
And then I just sat there and I went,
I'm starting to like this kid.
Oh, God. But my favorite thing is when this helicopter just lands in the middle of the city. I don't give a shit who you are. Like, I don't care if you're the feds. They're now allowing you to just randomly land in the middle of the city. Like,
tell them they can't.
Yeah.
Tell them they can't. Okay.
Tell them they can't.
Next time I see something like that, stop it.
Yeah. Hey.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm going to tell on you.
Have you ever watched a Cannon movie, sir? They land helicopters wherever the fuck they want. Okay,
exactly.
That's the rule of helicopter. That's the whole point.
Because they just did that to do it because they were like, hurry up, get the shot.
Yeah, they only got the one, so that's what they can't risk anything else happening to it.
Yeah, one.
Wonderful.
Land it in eyesight so we can see it.
Yeah. I just love how all these guys are all dressed exactly the same. It's wonderful. It's like the Men in Black came out. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
And then you got Gary Busey like as he like goes into the building with his big old teeth.
I'll go get off of my crime scene. It's my jurisdiction now.
How we doing today, Gary Busey? I'm doing great. Good. Let's keep it up.
So we get to see the police station that Harrigan works at, and it is a fucking nightmare, dude. This place
it's like a fucking Walmart on Black Friday. There's just so many fucking people there.
It reminds me of like the RoboCop one, where like everyone.
I don't even think the RoboCop one was this bad. This is awful. Like in RoboCop, I feel like it was all the front desk that was dealing with that shit. This is the entire precinct. It's just chaos.
That's all we've seen really in RoboCop until we take the journey into the lair.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I feel like
that you get that there's always chaos in a police station. Like every time, there's just so much shit. You could watch this movie 100 times and still find something different. Like I didn't see that extra earlier. There's 27 prostitutes in that corner over there.
Yeah, it's the same deal in Resident Evil Apocalypse, Parker. You'll find out when you rewatch it with me. Okay.
Stop it.
All right, moving
Parker's
on.
already got to keep us calm in this episode. Right?
Oh man. This is where we're introduced to Bill Paxton's character, Detective Jerry Lambert, and he is teaching a female cop his golf swing, and she looks so interested in the conversation. She's like, "Can I get back to my job now? I really need to type up this report. Can you just leave me alone?"
Best part is that probably wasn't even in the script. That was just Bill Paxton teaching an extra how to swing a golf club.
This was the point of the movie where it hit me like, why is everybody so damn sweaty? Like he's sweating through his suit. Like he's got like this big coat on and it's like pits are just stained. Everybody is just drenched.
It just looked hot. Like you're watching the movie like this. I can feel the heat coming out of this movie. Like I'm sweating watching this.
Yeah.
That's
I want to shower at the end of this.
I get that they were probably trying to be like, it's like the jungle. It's hot and humid and sweaty.
But that's also crazy. Yeah, but that's also like the Predator's MO is like that's where he hunts is the hottest. Yeah. So I get it. You know, and like especially like with they're like, yeah, this heat wave is hitting the city. And this is when you see Danny Glover's got that swimming shirt on and he takes that shit off, dude. And he is built like a brick shit house, dude.
I don't remember that from Lethal Weapon.
He ain't too old for this shit now. That's for sure.
He looks younger in this movie than he did in Lethal Weapon that came out 3 years before.
He actually does look younger. He looks way more fit for sure.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. But I like how Bill Paxton is, you can tell he's the fish out of water. One, by the way he talks around everyone. Two, by the way he dresses. Like, he just doesn't look like any of these cops in this precinct. He looks like he came straight from, like, Miami. Like, that type of vibe, you know?
Yeah. It's that oversized, like, dress shirt and pants.
Yeah.
The hat.
You're just waiting for him to wear, like, one of those...
What fedora.
Fedora.
Yeah. Mickey nailed it. It's like he looks like a zoot suit. That oversized outfit.
It's like y'all's kids wearing y'all's clothes.
He's like, that's the suit. That's the suit his grandma bought him.
Oh, you'll grow into it. It's fine.
Grandma, I'm 40 years old. I'm not growing anymore.
It's okay. You kids, here's a quarter.
Stop.
What is that? What is the joke he says during this where it's like you hear the pins drop out of everywhere? Like he says some fucking some shit that's like
my favorite one was
the underwear one.
Yeah.
Oh, he's telling them that he had to go do a physical and they needed a urine stool and semen sample, and he goes, "Hey, I'm in a hurry. Can I just leave you my underwear?"
Oh, that was a joke that he tells when they go to that crime scene later. But the thing that perked me up, I was like, huh? What did he say? Is he's sitting in his boss's office and the one is yelling at him. The other guy's like, hey, he's like the best cop here. He's like, he's done all this, that, and the other thing. And Harrigan goes, what, so you're just going to chop my dick off and shove it up my ass? And I was like, what the fuck was that line?
That's a good one.
That's some cop ass shit to say.
That is.
Dude, when he leaves that office though, and he picks up the nameplate and he's like, and buffs that shit out and says, "There's a cooperation is my middle name."
Well, so there's from watching.
Obviously, it's not, sir.
Yeah. So from watching the movie in my most recent viewing, is I noticed that they kind of hint to the fact that Harrigan and his boss Phil Heineman were like friends. They were like they like worked together a lot closer before, and then this guy got the higher position, and now they're at odds with each other. But when we first meet Phil, you kind of got that camaraderie with them. Like he was just like, you weren't like this before. It's just a bullshit type deal. I was like, oh, all right.
It's also kind of it's the same guy from the Lethal Weapon though too, so you kind of can play on that a little bit.
Yes.
He was his boss in those.
Yeah, I feel like Harrigan's been around. And no one there has fucking window units, Mickey.
Oh my god, this has got to be the stickiest room ever, dude. You're like, you just touch yourself and you're just like, oh, it's just sticky.
The amount of mouth breathers that are in this hot ass room, dude. It's so gross.
So disgusting, dude. But this is when you find out that he's tasked to work with Gary Busey's character Keys. And you get the whole like, it's my crime scenes. This is my, my investigation. So you listen to me, or you can't be that hothead that you think you are. And he's like, all right, cool, and just like leaves. And this is when he has a talk with Lambert, because Lambert's a transfer, and he purposely transferred to this precinct. Like, all right, sure, Just wanted to see some action.
I really like that little moment. That's probably like one of my favorite scenes in the movie where he's talking to him about, what it's going to be like to be a cop here. Because he kind of, I was expecting him to be like a real hard ass, and he kind of still was, but he still was like almost fatherly in advice with it. It was kind of cool.
There is that, but he also is probably realizing like you asked for this shit. So I'm gonna give you the best advice
that's
I
fucking
can.
Crazy.
Yeah, you scare the shit out of me. Okay, that's how much I'm worried about your ass right now.
I really do like their dynamic. Like it's literally oil and like you have Harrigan being the straight man, and then you have Bill Paxton's character just literally coming in and fucking setting everything on fire, dude.
Yep.
Between his the remarks that he makes, and when I love like the back and forth between the two of them when Danny Glover's getting into the Jamaican's limo. I really like that because at that point you see, with as little time as they've been together, the bond that they've created. Because it's just
later. I got you.
Yeah.
He goes, "Where do you want to meet you?"
Yeah.
That's a good thing too, because I really at first hated Bill Paxton's character. I was like, this guy is so annoying. I want him off my screen. But they do a really good job of growing him on you because, by the time we get later on down the road and what happens, like, no, this guy's cool. What's happening?
His character makes way more sense. And I like, so we don't just have three hardened cops, with Harrigan and Danny and
he's a good balance.
Like the other girl. So they're all kind of the same character, although, there's a little bit of differences. But Bill Paxton he's like the wild card in this. Like he almost shocks you out of what everyone else is doing, and you're interested in what he has to say. So it works.
Yeah, because you get your introduction to Bill Paxton's character and his really lame jokes, and it's getting off on the wrong foot with his squad. Like when he meets Leona, like she literally grabs him by the balls and like fucking tells him off.
Great.
It's so good.
Later on
Dude, I love it. They're like sitting there like, wait, he's trying to do something. Yeah, everyone just stand back and watch.
It's so good. And
I love the callback later on.
Yeah. Well, he has and then he has that talk with Harrigan, and then you really get to see like how he quickly adapts to the squad when they get to the crime scene later, and he confronts Morton Downey Jr.'s character Tony to kind of get him out of the
I love that. Hey,
I'm your biggest fan.
PR's my specialty. I love that though, because he's 10 toes down. He's there to do his job, and I love that characteristic about Bill Paxton in this, because no matter what he'll take it. Doesn't matter what it is. It's his specialty.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. He says that shit like 4 times for 4 different things. And I love that shit, dude.
It's a different dynamic than what we usually get in action movies, when you get the new fish in that trying to show up and show off. He's overly cocky. Bill Paxton comes off as cocky, but he's good at what he does.
He walks the walk.
Everything he says he can do, he is doing in this movie. So it's not like he's a rookie or anything like that. And they play it well. He meshes into something you wouldn't expect him to really quickly and really well done.
It's almost like he was the best at the precinct he was at, and then wanted something new, and he brought that with him.
Needed that
to
challenge.
This precinct.
I thought that's kind of how they made it sound when they introduced him, or when Harrington was talking to him. I can't remember what they said, but I remember feeling that feeling like, oh, he was just really good. He needed a challenge.
Didn't he call him like a cowboy or something like that? Like, I've seen you this type of cowboy type thing come through here. And that's where he literally goes, you scare me. The fact that you requested to come here scares me.
It's like nobody does that.
No one in their right mind would do that. And again, it's another thing taken from like RoboCop, because they do the same thing with Murphy. Murphy got transferred into that precinct. It's like, why would you come down here? Like, well,
and has a horrible first week of work. It's the same with Bill Paxton.
I want to get
first day.
First day.
Hey, 1 day on the job, dies, and that motherfucker still had to go to work.
Worst day ever.
Yeah, he was killed and had to go back to fucking work.
Had to go back to work.
That's hell, man. He went to hell.
It's like anytime you call, it's like bad weather. It's like you can't get to work. It's like, sorry, I gotta call. Have you ever seen RoboCop?
Yeah,
that's how your boss convinces you. Like, okay, I guess I'll be there.
Okay, boss.
That
Fine.
motherfucker had every limb shot off. He was turned into a robot and had to go to work the next day. What's your excuse? I'm not feeling so well today.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Suck it up. Watch RoboCop.
Does that mean I get to shoot somebody in the dick when I come to work?
Oh God. Yes.
I think that's just part of it.
As long as you're protecting. I mean, I feel if you're protecting somebody, you're trying to stop. You're trying to stop a rape. It had to be done. Had to be done.
Go for the dick.
Yep. Had to be done.
Yep.
He will never do it again. So the Jamaicans pay a visit to one of the Colombian leaders, I think. I don't know where he kind of sits on the Colombian gang there, but he's getting fucking he is getting rode like a fucking bull, dude. This is like, I love how it's like the shot from a distance and it's just like slow zooms and you're like, all right.
It's like bad porn levels, man.
The funniest thing though is these guys go right through this door, not quietly either. They could just bust through this door, and that girl is not stopping until they grab her, dude. She is still going. She's like, I'm getting a couple pumps out of this.
My dad famously would fast forward or mute, especially the Predator movies, the first one, all this other stuff. Predator 2 we're watching together, and it got to that scene, and it didn't say, Charlie, go to the other room. Charlie, go do this. He hit fast forward, and all it did was that chick going hey, on top of that fucking dude.
She's on a jet.
She's jackhammering concrete. And I'm sorry, Dad, that just seared the scene in my brain even more. Okay, every once in a while, Charlie, I'll hit fast forward just to relive that moment.
Charlie, do that again.
I don't want
to.
I'll clip it and I'll send it to you, Dustin.
Clip it and do it. But to this day, I remember this scene. It's because I've told it before. On the first Predator, I didn't know there was dirty jokes. Dad, great with the mute button. I had no idea the dirty jokes till I watched it on my own one day going, the fuck did they add this part? This is great. But
Shane Black talked in this?
Super fast kitty bounce riding this dude is forever seared in my brain.
Oh God, it's great.
Growing up though, growing up with this though, it's like it wasn't until I was much older till I realized that this part was even in this movie, because I've always used to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Like it was always on like sci-fi or whatever. Like I never.
Oh yeah, they cut the shit out of it there.
Like, that part was there until watching it when I'm like, when does this happen?
I mean, to be honest, you take that shot out, it's not that bad other than the swears. Like it's really, I mean, it's gory, of course. I mean, it has those type
violence
scenes
was
in
even
it.
toned down because
if I remember, isn't it like on the TV cut, you see the far distant and all you see is you can't see her clearly, but you do see the act.
You see them doing it. Yeah.
And then it cuts to, I think, a real quick shot from behind.
And it cuts to Charlie just vibrating.
Because they have to show her a little bit because she's kind of important after
Later.
the fact when they find her. So you can't be like, the fuck she come from? But yeah, I remember watching this edited too, and it's other than the violence, that's the only nudity in this movie is that scene right there.
Yeah, which is wild to think like with how violent this movie was originally that it was supposed to be NC-17. Like that's all there was no ifs, ands, or buts.
It was the violence. It was they've even admitted. They're like, we know it was the violence. And they talked to the guy and he goes, yeah, we didn't cut any of the violence. We shortened the violence.
From what I read, they had to submit this 17 times through the MPAA to finally get the R rating.
What did they do? They did that with Scream too. Like how many times with Scream did they do this?
I don't have a number, but it was a lot.
Insane amount. Yeah.
I mean, if you look at Friday the 13th, the Friday the 13th franchise was infamous for getting just destroyed by the MPAA, where they just got to the point where they're just like, I don't know, what do you want us to do? So then the kills
that
became
was their bullseye. They made an example of the Friday the 13th movies because after part 4, you're like, the fuck happened to these things?
Yep,
they're neutered until you get all the way back up
after 5, because 5 was like a softcore porn.
Five's my
Well, that
favorite.
was 4, but it's the kills that they
That's-
neutered
yeah.
in that. They started doing a lot more off-camera kills.
We don't care about the
4,
nudity. We care about the fake blood. Fake.
that's what it was. And dude, there's so many
Crazy.
directors that have admitted later that they would get hit with that, and they would actually just cut something that wasn't part of the violence, but because it looked like a shorter runtime, that they would be okay. That's good enough, and they'd be like, we didn't cut shit out of it. Like I don't know what the hell they're even.
Wild.
It's like they're not even watch. Like they watch it the one time, and they're like, well, we ran for an hour and 47 minutes. Now it says an hour 45. They had to have cut something. Okay, fine. There you go.
Man,
You
imagine.
know, there's many directors that have said that we'll just cut something bullshit.
I was gonna say, imagine how much of a pain in the ass it had to have been, especially back when they were doing it strictly from film, not the digital way.
But also imagine
easier.
Imagine all of us being on the MPAA saying, "Yeah, Predator 2 is too violent. We need to watch it again."
Oh no!
We gotta watch it again, guys. Come on.
Did we get it back yet? No, they're still deliberating about it. We don't know why.
We got to check out
And
this
we're
scene
all in there
again.
with our faces
We
painted.
got to make sure there's nothing inappropriate in this one scene with the one woman.
Our own personal real director cuts behind us that we just keep copies of the original runs. Like no one will see it but me.
Oh man. So yeah, we get they get strung up, and we get the voodoo magic man.
It's fucking voodoo magic.
And the Predator attacks, and this is awesome. Him just taking out all the Jamaicans in the scene. It's you got the girlfriend, the girl from before is literally like cowering in a corner, butt naked. Like, this was a great night. I'm terrified now, and I'm naked. This is even worse.
She will never have sex again.
No.
She's done. She's a nun now.
The
if you didn't
freaking
know.
the one kill that always gets me though, because it's like this one Jamaican guy's wearing a tall hat, and the thing that the Predator shoots goes through the hat. I was like, I don't think that would have hit him, but all right, sure.
He fell down out of fear. That's what it was.
My favorite though is when the guy's got his hand up and it's just his arms just bye.
I love it. That's the best thing about the sequel, is because part 1 is all the build up and all the aftermath constantly of what the Predator's doing, because you don't get to see it other than in the invisible mode. This one, even though he's still in invisible mode, we get to see the carnage, and that's I love. That's probably one of my favorite things about the sequel, is I now get to see the Predator do the things I know he's capable of, not from a distance, not in the darkness or anything, or off camera. It's happening all right here in front of us. Exactly. And I love that about this one.
That's the thing about sequels, and I know Dustin can get mad at me for mentioning this, but it's the Jaws effect, right? The original Predator had that type of effect where you didn't see the Predator a lot, but you saw its actions without actually seeing him. But the sequel, because you know what the Predator looks like and what it does, the sequels don't need to hide him anymore. Child's Play did it too. In the first Child's Play, Chucky does not show up for a long time, and then you see him. So the sequel's like, who Chucky is, what he does, what he looks like. So here's the sequel where Chucky is in the entire movie. And that's why I think a lot of people will choose, especially if you're not into that style of movie. Like, Dustin doesn't like Jaws. And as much crap as I like to give him, I understand to a degree why he may not like it, because of the fact you don't get to see the shark the whole time. But I appreciate that more. So that's why I love the sequels. I love the buildup. I love the fact that we don't see these things, but the sequels rock. So I don't care as much. But that's kind of what it is, right? That's what the sequels will do. They're giving you more.
Part 1 had to have that attack on the village, on the army that's in there. You had to have it, because otherwise the audience is falling asleep. Yeah, you found some dead bodies hanging from the tree, which is fine. It's shocking, but you need action in this action movie. Predator 2 has the ability to just be like, let's just jump into it. Like, everybody knows what it does and what it's capable of. And now the sequel did what sequels do. Let's make it bigger, badder, faster, more weapons, more stuff where people are like, holy shit, what did he use? What was that weapon? Holy crap, what you're doing that in this entire movie, especially when you finally the fucking net that starts
The frisbee.
squeezing
Oh,
that
man.
freaking dude.
It's
Oh,
so
the
good.
frisbee is
I,
insane.
I love his staff. I think the staff is a
The-
great introduction.
The spear is one of my
Oh,
favorite
yeah.
in
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
The sad thing was the staff. Like he uses the staff in the scene, and I don't think he uses it again for the rest of the
No, he
movie.
doesn't.
No, it
He
sucks,
throws
man,
it.
because that thing goes.
He throws it at.
It's so
He
cool.
throws it at Danny Glover, and Danny Glover takes it.
Oh, that's right. That is right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's absolute carnage in this hotel room. Harrigan and his crew show up to the scene, and they go in there, and it's just all the bodies hanging upside down, skinned. It's
Great
a
shot.
nightmare. It's literally what you see in the first Predator with that one body, right? And then it's like times 10.
Hopper, when he
Yep.
finds his old the guy
That whole
Hopper.
that scene was given like Hellraiser vibes to me, just because of the
Dude,
modern
totally.
aesthetic,
Yes.
right? And you've
Yep.
got the skinless bodies hanging from like chains. I was like, dude, this is fucking Hellraiser right here.
Funny thing was, Hellraiser and the original Predator came out the same year.
Yep.
So this is when Key shows up, and he's like, "You're on my crime scene. I told you can't be this way." Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "I'm a rebel. I do what I want." And then Adam Brody comes, or not Adam Brody, Adam Baldwin just shows up. Like, is that Adam Baldwin?
Yes, it is.
He had to inform him that the chain of command is the chain I beat you with. Until you do what I tell you.
Called the chain I go get and beat you with till you listen to me. One of my things, and I think they mention it briefly in this scene, but if to the Predator fans, all the skinned bodies are skinned from the Predator kill, but the Colombian guy that the Jamaicans kill and strung up isn't skinned. He's there just butt ass naked, hanging upside down. I think they mention it briefly, like, well, they didn't get around to this guy over here. We must have interrupted or something. But you go be like, Predator didn't kill him, so it's not his kill. It's not his trophy. So he's not gonna fuck with it. Yeah, and I love that. It adds a little layer of lore to it.
You can also interpret it like he's feeling the fire, like he understands that there's a war, because they point that out. They're like, your Colombian guys were killed and these Jamaicans were killed, but who's killing who? Because it's not you guys.
Yeah, all they
I
pointed
figured
out. I
out-
mean, the Predator's using it to his advantage for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also likes fighting
This-
against somebody who he deems a threat. Like he doesn't want to. Like he's not out there killing people who are just kind of walking around. He's killing people who are like are a danger to him, or like who give him a fight.
It's only people with weapons. You kind of pick that up later.
Yeah.
Like if they don't have a weapon, he kind of doesn't really mess with them.
Yep.
Unless
we learned it in the first one.
Great
too.
warrior. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're
and I
bringing the lore from the first one in here, but this just feels like anyone's fair game as long as they put up some kind of resistance. Like he also is not like really killing people in the in the back unless they're running from him or some shit. The Predator in camouflage mode could just be sneaking around that room, fucking slicing throats, and no one would even care. He at least causes chaos and gets them to fight him, which is more challenging. It's like going after a dangerous animal like hunters do. It's like it's that thrill of if he turns the fuck around, he's going to gore my ass. So kill or be killed type situations.
Unless you have the Equalizer 2000.
Well, that's cheat mode. In this game.
I mean, there's got to be level playing field, dude. He's got futuristic weapons.
You gotta have the game genie, though. The game genie gives you,
your paper of written down cheat codes from the Game Informer.
I close my eyes and I can see that thing. Oh, so good. Yep. You have that thing plugged into the SNES, and you put the game plugged in.
That's the password is what? The password is want some candy.
Yeah, password is want some candy. I also have the NES Advantage with turbo mode, so it's just like pew, 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 and it shoots the gun.
Turbo mode.
Yep.
There was a Predator. There was a Predator 2 game, wasn't there?
I'm pretty sure there was. I think it was it Super Nintendo that got it?
Maybe.
I can't remember.
No, look it up.
Look it up, Parker.
Yeah.
Yes, there was a 2 video games. One was for the computer in 1990, and then for Sega Genesis in 1992.
Sega
That
got
makes
it.
sense.
Okay.
Sega.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sega always getting those R-rated titles.
They do, man.
Those rebels.
You get the cool stuff.
That's it.
And Echo the Dolphin.
And Echo the Dolphin. Oh, man. So Lambert is tasked with following Keys around to see what the heck is going on with him. So Lambert goes hunting, and this is where we get the callback to the ball squeeze, where he goes up to Leota, or she goes, "How's your balls?" And he goes, "How's yours?"
Yep.
I had to rewind and watch it again.
Good
so
one.
Funny.
Oh,
really
God,
good
so
one.
good.
How are yours?
Yeah.
The way it's his expression on his face.
That's
when he
exactly.
says
I had to
it,
go back. I was like, wait a minute. What was that?
it's like, how are yours? You know, just this intensity to his face. It's funny.
Oh, man. So Danny goes back to the crime scene because Harrigan tells him about the spear tip that he sees before he's kicked out by Keys. And so he goes back there. He's got to climb up to get it. But as soon as he gets it, the predator's there, attacks him, kills him. And then you see like his necklace fall.
Yeah, it was his necklace. And it was, the predator wasn't going to kill him till Danny pulled his gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because remember, the predator caught him whenever he was climbing up. Because the predator's trying to get rid of evidence and also get his trophies.
Yep.
So the predator didn't think Danny was a threat until he loses the balance, and then he's holding him, and then he pulls that gun out, and he's like, "Man, okay, you got to die.
I guess you're going to be dead now."
See how this is going to go.
Yeah. Trying to be cool with you, bro. It's like that whole scorpion story. They say, well, don't sting the person trying to help you. You're trying to sting me.
But after Danny's death, Mike, of course, is upset about this, and he confronts Keys. Yeah, he goes all the way to I love his boss is like, "Don't confront Keys. Don't do anything to Keys. Just do your job and move on." He's like, "Yeah, sure thing, boss." Goes downstairs and pins him up against the wall. The fuck are you doing?
Oh, it's so good.
The balls on this guy.
Dude, and that's the thing is like Danny Glover is just so perfect in this movie, dude. Like
he is.
I'm gonna say this cliche thing, but it's like I can't imagine anyone else doing this other than him. But did you see
At
who?
this time, no.
Who was top casting for this part before Danny Glover?
Well,
who they wanted?
I saw Swayze's name was thrown around.
But I did see this. I did see Swayze. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna get to say it because Charlie doesn't have the sound bit ready.
I don't have a sound drop.
It was Steven Seagal, wasn't it?
It was Steven Seagal.
Can I laugh in your face?
He was gonna be like a CIA operative, and
he wanted to be a CIA therapist.
That's what it was.
He wanted to be a therapist for some fucking weird ass reason.
Because he's Steven Seagal.
Just say no. Just say no. I don't want to do it. Don't come up with some weird ass bullshit.
But Danny Glover just looks like an everyday dude, and that's what I loved the most about him. He looks
that's my favorite.
The Joe Schmo. You know what I mean? Like I love that dude. Steven Seagal.
I saw where like the filmmakers, I guess producers and stuff were like, do we want an African American lead because it's not going to do well, globally? And then like the director was like, he's really great and he's going to bring some talent with him that want to work with him, including the LA Lakers.
Yeah.
Dude,
he brought all that, and he was just in Lethal Weapon, which made a fuck.
He's a huge star.
I mean, Gary Busey actually joined this movie because of Danny Glover, because they worked together in Lethal Weapon.
Like,
so
if Danny does it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Also, this intensity. You realize that Danny Glover is not a small, like he's the average dude, but he's not a small dude.
No,
he's
sure.
bigger than Busey is, and you just feel. I love they make the correlation later that Keys is like, we're in his jungle and you're the lion he's hunting. Because that's how Danny Glover feels in this movie.
Yeah.
He is king of this fucking jungle, even though there is King Willie running around. But he is the king of his jungle. And he exudes that in this movie. And I dig the fuck out of it.
And it's you brought up the whole King Willie part, but it's like everybody in this town, because they respect him for him being him. Like he gets in the car with the Jamaicans and like they go and do shit outside of cop work.
Yeah.
And they trust him. And I love the fuck out of that dude. Like I couldn't see anybody else around this time doing this other than him, man.
No.
Yeah. He fits
the
mold.
Predator seeing that. Yeah, the Predator seeing like this guy survives in this environment, he's got to be a badass dude.
Yeah,
the Predator's like
dog here.
Yeah, the only difference would have been if you were going back to the jungle, then okay, maybe I can be like, Danny Glover's not going to be the fit. You know, if you move Predator 2 into that direction. But going
But why?
Well, I'm just saying if they had, I don't see Danny because you already had badasses, you know, like Bill Duke and stuff like that in part one. You would feel like a copy of Bill Duke. You almost needed Arnold if you went back to the jungle. But this is going to come up. I think the perfect move was going to the urban jungle. That to me is the chef's kiss of the sequel. Is getting it out of the jungle, but it's still the jungle. And I think that's fucking brilliant when it comes to the writers and stuff to go. And I know there was a comic that came out after the Predator, and it does this as Concrete Jungle, I think is what it's called. So they kind of took a little bit of that to do this, but it just made sense. Show the Predator in all these different areas and how it has to acclimate to it and how it uses that to its advantage. In the city's brilliant. Around any corner, high vantage points, you know, just the chaos of a city. It's easy to hide. It's easy to do what you're doing. If it wasn't for Harrigan, he could have killed these gang members and everyone would have just thought they were killing each other, you know, and Predator could have done what he wanted to do and fucked off out of there. I love the setting of this movie.
Yeah, well, I mean, the setting is great, but it's literally one of the reasons why it failed was because people didn't like the setting. People didn't like Danny Glover being the lead. Like, it was like the reasons behind the fact that this movie failed at the box office is like, you look at it now, you're like, this is ridiculous because both of those things are the reason why it works so well. It's because I don't want to be in the jungle again. Yeah, we end up going back to the jungle, like, you know, later, 25 years later with Predators.
But they had to make it an alien jungle to even make it a little bit different because otherwise I don't want to just keep seeing the same shit over and over and over again. I like change. It's like Aliens. We were on the Nostromo in the first one and doing all the shit going on in there. That works. Now bring it to, you know, to the terrestrial. Put it on a planet. Now it's change of scenery to add to the story.
Yeah.
If they had just put it in the city, but still tried to do Predator, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
They did the correct amount. And it was simple thinking back then. People are just like, well, it's the Predator, it's supposed to be in the jungle. That's what you told me in the first one. No, he's a hunter. And you can hunt anywhere there's prey. So let's go in the city.
Yeah.
I love the city in this.
And I think that's why the Predator franchise has had such a resurgence, is because I think, you know, Prey really showed us like we can tell this story in any setting, anytime, you know, and we can make it work.
Yeah.
Dude,
thanks
Killer
to Predator
Killers.
2.
Yeah.
Don't forget, thanks to Predator 2, they opened up the door for the lore.
Yeah.
Like they were like, oh, hey, we can go any fucking where.
Yep.
Yeah.
Name it. And that's because they were willing to think outside of the jungle, so to speak.
Yeah, that's why I think Killer of Killers is just going to be it's exactly the catapult that the Predator franchise needed, because that's what I want to see is Predator in time, Predator in different places. Like Charlie said, having to adapt and acclimate, you know, like we watch him fight Vikings and somewhere that is, you know, not hot, somewhere where they're not sweating. Dude, the ancient samurai one, even the World War II one was okay. But seeing these different time periods,
seeing
these different time periods, different settings is just
and different Predators. Like none of them are similar. They're all different.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That was the greatness AVP had laid in front of them, and they fucked it up. Because you had the ability, because it was later on they even show that Weyland-Yutani knew about the Predator planet. You know, like it's like we've known about this shit. You know, it's not a secret. The doors were right there. And they fumbled it. They didn't have the faith in it. Fox did. Fox didn't have the faith in it. They're just like, okay, fan service, fucking put this out so people will shut up about doing this crossover. And that's what those two movies feel like. They just feel like, shut up, here it is. And until we got Predators, that's when it was like, oh, we can actually do a decent Predator movie. Okay, we are capable of that as a human species now in the 2000s. Thank you. You know.
franchise has been on
I
such a fucking ride, man.
I got on a soapbox. I did. I got on my soapbox. My bad. Where were we, Parker?
So after Mike confronts Keys, we get a shot of the news, and they just have the crime scene on the news with the bodies hanging there. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think that's nope.
Isn't that what you guys just had to?
Dude, back in the 80s and 90s, you'd see some fucked up shit on those. They weren't the regular news channels. These were the hot, the other news people, the shocking ones.
The Inside Edition.
Yeah, Inside Edition, extra, which I think turned into more celebrity news.
Yeah, it's
later.
more celebrity.
But there was, I think, and it was one of the things Morton was known for, was the shock news. You'd see some fucked up war shit on the television. You'd see dead bodies laying in a thing being burned. Like, I remember that as a kid, and it was news, so it was okay to see.
Yeah, I mean, I think the craziest.
I like the accuracy of how shocking that is, though. The way they portray it on here.
I mean, I think the most shocking thing that I remember seeing as a kid, was, when they had 9/11 was going on, when the towers are burning and they collapse, and they had it showing the whole time. And I'm a 10-year-old kid, like, what is happening? Yeah.
I watched a space shuttle blow up.
Yeah, my every single time my mom would tell me, like, she knew exactly where she was, what she was doing, where she watched it.
Televisions in for the kids.
Yeah.
It was a momentous. A teacher was going up. What was the other big tie-in? So the kids need to be here for this. And as kids were watching, and we just watched that motherfucker blow up. They didn't cut.
Yeah.
People were so shocked they didn't even know. Wait, is that supposed to happen? What's going on? I witnessed that in school. It was insane.
You're old, okay?
Yeah.
So Harrigan decides I got to go meet with King Willie and try to figure out what the hell's going on. So
love this scene.
They send the spearhead to that creepy doctor from Silent Night, Deadly Night, the lady from that, and she. I don't know if it's just how she talks. I can't stand this woman. I can't stand her in anything. She's always pretentious. And I'm just like, I don't think I could be in the same room with this woman without want to put my head through the fuck. Yeah, I was literally, actually.
With analyzing this metal through this telescope at 400.
Doctor.
She kept opening that door and not really doing anything. I was like,
that was funny.
Just. And then finally she's like, oh, I'll put
clicking random keys. We found out there's no known metals in this.
Enhanced.
And somehow the picture is getting clearer. How is that working? 1990. Actually, 1997, this movie.
It's the future, Parker. Quit leaving that part out.
I'm sorry.
She was in Universal Soldier. She was fine in that. It's totally fine. Quit picking on her. It's mean. Pick on Adam Baldwin.
She's a nice lady.
Pick on someone.
Random Adam Baldwin appearance, just randomly. Oh yeah, I'm so it's one of those, like, he shows up and you go, oh yeah, you're in this movie. I forgot I saw you like 10 minutes ago.
You're that other Baldwin. We totally
who's not actually related to them.
But dude, these Jamaicans roll up and Danny Glover's like, I'm gonna get in. He goes, ganja, and pull fucking blunt about this
like
big,
this wide,
and
smoke rolling out of that car,
dude. It's like when Shorty got rolled up in Scary Movie 2, man. Like, that thing was massive.
Okay, but Harrigan's looking pretty pimp himself in this scene, though, too. He's got the hat. He's got everything rocking.
He's sitting in the car. His eyes can't open more than this. He's like,
he's got the 5 o'clock button unbuttoned, dude.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to that car ride? Oh God. So yeah, he meets with King Willie, and he's pretty much like, yes, I know who he is and where he is, but you're kind of fucked. And he's like, all right,
from
cool.
The other side.
The other
you
side.
Don't see the devil lies till he come for you.
Then he rolls his bones.
Roll them bones.
He's pretty much
I don't
like,
know who he is, I don't know who he is, but I know where he.
Where he
Oh, it's so.
I love this motherfucker. Look,
So, dude,
in the 80s
I
and 90s,
love
Jamaicans love it.
I love Papa Shanga characters, dude. Like having these voodoo priests, man, are so fucking awesome. Like the one that was an American Horror Story for Coven. It was Papa Shango's the wrestler. That was fucking
Right,
the Godfather.
The character you're going for.
Yeah,
Mickey, Parker, I need you to clip everything he's saying right here. And Mickey, Dustin just opened up a door for us to cover on B Action.
Ooh,
And it has Mickey, you know which movie I'm talking about.
Tell me now.
Tell you now. Sir, you just opened up the door that we are going to be doing a little movie called Marked for Death very soon. With the Jamaicans, my friend.
Oh my god, dude.
It's a goal.
I'm fine with that. Is that where he got his Rasta album at?
It's a great one though.
Probably. This is like one of the top 3 Steven Seagal movies.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
for sure.
Legit good movie. There he goes. Yes, Marked for Death, baby.
But no, I love these types of characters because anything that has to do with like witchcraft or mysticism, like I know Charlie, you weren't a huge fan of Sinners, but the Annie character in that, like
I love her. I love her. I wish y'all would quit this. It wasn't I didn't have a care about the movie.
No,
I
said you weren't a huge.
You
weren't a huge fan of it. That's it's okay to say.
The movie's fantastic. The movie is fantastic. The vampire part.
But that's part of the movie, Charlie.
No, it's not. The whole movie before that was better. But the Annie
he's suggesting they should have did a different angle. That's all he's suggesting.
Yes,
I love like the Annie character in that, how she believes like in this otherworldly shit, and the fact that King Willie in this is like, yeah, he's from this fucking world, and I love that, dude. I love it so much.
I like it because we get the mix of mysticism and science fiction. Like I love that kind of stuff where it's like, this is science fiction, but we're also gonna throw a little magic in there, and it works.
Yes,
it fits, and it's a good mix to way they've designed the Predator to now throw that voodoo kind of play into it. I love the mix of
skulls.
Throw what
exactly?
To throw what in there?
The voodoo and the mysticism.
The fucking voodoo magic man.
Magic man.
Not to be that guy, but technically, voodoo. The Jamaicans don't practice voodoo. It's Haitians.
But they do hoodoo.
They do hoodoo.
The hoodoo that you do.
The hoodoo that
you do so well.
Yeah.
I hate it here.
It's awesome.
I hate it here.
But no, hoodoo is a real thing too, Parker.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
It is. It's Haitian. Is voodoo. Yeah, it's Haitians. And Louisiana.
Yeah, but I just love that Danny Glover's like, okay, thanks, Willie, bye. It just like leaves. And then the Predator just shows up like immediately. He's like, I've been watching you. Just drops down. So good. I love though that he has his camouflage on, but in the reflection you actually can see him.
Yeah.
Like I loved that.
The water in the puddles is fucking with it because we learned that in part one. The water refracts different.
Yeah.
So you get that little sizzle of the electricity coming off of it.
And that's where that guy comes from. He's got the little
exactly. Yes. And the low shot of it where it's basically just his feet walking across there, but you see King Willie in that shot. So well done.
Mm-hmm.
And some might say this fight is disappointing because we really don't see anything, but I love this transition where Willie is like ready to fight and they go to fight, and then it's the scream, but it's actually the Predator holding his head. And I'm like, that's such that's just a fantastic transition. And then we get to watch the Predator.
It's the Billy kill. Yeah. It's the Billy kill this one's the one that's more effective not watching. The aftermath of it is way more shocking than actually seeing him like cut a head off or something.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the cleaning scene though, where he's just buffing out the head.
Oh,
just
dude,
shoves it on a little.
Sprays the shit on it, dude.
Oh man, all the like mechanical stuff he's doing was like sucking up the blood. It's gross, but cool.
So cool.
For lore, like you never saw that. You're like, well, what does he do with the skulls? He's literally doing his own fucking taxidermy. The only thing we're missing is if he went in the ship and he left the skin on, or they reskinned him like our taxidermists do, and they're doing like all this weird shit. Like there's a guy from McDonald's, he's got the whole thing on, holding out a bag of
He's
fries.
posed like this.
L.A. circa 1997 voodoo man.
Exactly. That's little
It's like
flag at the bottom.
It's like a bearskin rug on the floor, but it's King Willie.
And he's holding his little his cobra blade from his staff up.
Oh, so we go to the cemetery because Harrigan's going to visit Danny's gravesite, even though he died the day before. And it's like, this guy's already buried? Like, there was no autopsy? Okay,
hot.
whatever. It's hot. We'll just get him in the ground.
Just
Just
get
get
in
him.
the
Like,
ground now.
we don't have enough freaking refrigerators for all these dead bodies.
And it starts to stink. They're not going to
Yeah.
be on Devil's Island where they keep JJ, you know, stuff like that, dude.
Yeah,
Like, there's no air
exactly.
conditioner, man.
Oh. Oh.
Mickey.
And you get this little boy who pops out with like a toy gun. He's running around with it. And the predator, he runs into the predator and he scans it, realizing he's not a threat. And then the kid's like, "Want some candy?" And so that's the new phrase the predator gets to say. It's like,
I love that he's
all right.
recording all these voices to use later.
Yeah.
It's really cool too.
So good.
You see him with a shirt on. It says, "I went to Earth," and all I got lousy catchphrase, and it says, "I want some candy" on it.
Oh,
I'd wear that
All
shit.
All the kids are saying it. The one fucking kid he met. All the kids are saying it.
Dude, he goes back to his planet. He's like typing up Earth to his planet. He's like, "You guys will not get the shit that they say. Look, all right." But I love it because like this kid's like, his parents are like, "All right, you stay in this hot ass car. We'll crack the windows while we go visit your grandmother's grave. Okay, we'll be quick." Nope. He does what Charlie would do: get out there with his fucking toy machine gun, and just start shooting people with it.
It's accurate. It's exactly what we did in the 80s. It was lawless back in the 80s, sir. Okay. The parents didn't give a fuck what we did. Okay. I drove a car into a picnic table when I was 5. Okay. They left that shit running. Okay. When I'm sitting in it. True story. True story.
But the predator leaves a gift for Harrigan, and that's Danny's necklace. So
was that like a tease, or was that like a "I'm sorry I killed your friend"?
I don't know.
Ooh. Now
Or was
that's
that like a
different
or was
take,
that like a
Mickey.
yeah, come get some? You know what I mean?
But hey, bro, I found this. Obviously, I don't have your address.
Do you
so
know
I
where
saw
this
you here.
came from by chance?
Look familiar? Friendship bracelet. I see you have one on too, sir.
And the predator's like, "I just want one. I
Yeah,
just
where's
want
it?
one."
You know where I
okay?
can
Where's
get one?
mine?
It's like Danny
Where's
made him
mine?
sorry. You killed him, so
Yeah, my craftsmanship isn't that good.
yeah. Fortunately, I can't get you one. But this is when we get the freaking train scene where
Dude,
Epic.
Jerry and Leona go on the train and they see that a woman is getting harassed down at the other side of the train by these thugs. And they're messing with this dude sitting on the bench, and everyone just has a gun. Everyone just pulls a gun on them.
city they live in, dude.
Yeah, everyone.
Welcome to America, Parker.
And the funny, and the best is like, as soon as all the, it's like that's the calling to the predator. He's just he senses all the guns. He's like, time to attack. He's just crawling on the top of this train, drops
Spidey
through.
senses going
Oh
off.
my god! He just busts through this train and just lays waste to almost everybody. Just absolute massacre. The guy who gets the gun pulled on him initially, the guy with the briefcase, he just gets mowed down. Like, I don't even, he didn't even get touched by the predator. The predator's like, "That wasn't me, dog."
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah.
This is one of those moments in the movie where like you realize this is a much scarier environment for the predator because you're stuck in small places a lot of times.
Yeah.
Whereas in a jungle, I mean, you got places to run. You're probably not gonna make it anyway. But be contained in a tiny little tin can with this thing, you got no shot in hell. Like,
And it's moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
But think about with the Predator. The Predator's also taking that into consideration in this fight too.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm getting ready. Like there's multiple people in here. Like bullets are just going to be flying indiscriminately.
And he's not bulletproof.
Like there's a little old
thing-
lady with a gun in this thing.
Yeah.
Okay, like she's just as fucking dangerous as
I don't know, man.
everyone
By the time Bill Paxton unloads his clip on the Predator, I'm like, that should have done something to him, and it doesn't. All the shots.
Yeah,
He hit
that's true.
A piece of armor here. He put a piece of armor there.
It's dark.
It-
You can't see.
Yeah, it's like
divine intervention.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like the hot chick
He's-
armor plating.
He's the reason why all those other people are mowed down is because he kept missing his shots.
This scene
They're
also
bouncing.
this scene also feels like this is where also I go. This feels kind of like a slasher film, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he's just
Just
like
flashing
hunting
moments.
people down and murdering them.
And you're not seeing
I like-
anything clearly. It's all just like the lights are flashing.
Yeah.
You're not seeing really anything going on, but you know it's absolute carnage in there.
Well, they cut to that outside shot of the train, and it's just like lights
Yep.
are flashing
the
everywhere.
gun flashes,
And the
It's
yeah.
screams and
another
all that.
awesome shot. Yeah.
But I like because this is like right where the first time we really understand how sympathetic the Predator is, because he scans old girl and we find out she's pregnant. And I like that because, he's like, I'm not going to hurt you because that's innocent, but do you think that that's Bill Paxton's?
No.
No,
Oh, okay. Never mind.
it's Danny's.
They met 2 days ago.
That's what
No,
I
I
said.
know,
Danny's-
But I was like, she ended up, letting Bill Paxton in on that.
Nah.
And
they hint on it in here, but it's actually been cut from the movie. Their relationship.
oh,
was
okay.
A lot more in depth and talked about. And it's
Sure.
only like hinted at whenever she's talking to Harrigan. Like, I love Danny too. There's a lot more to that, and especially when he died, she shows a lot more emotion than just a partner.
Sure.
And the pregnancy she was hiding, I don't even know if Danny knew. If I haven't seen that, I think I've got the director's cut of this on DVD somewhere, and they dig into these a little bit more of the backstory between them. But it's Danny's kid.
Okay. Sorry, Bill Paxton.
Yeah. She
or your head gets ripped off.
Oh my god. When
Dude.
oh my god. When Harrigan shows up and he starts chasing the Predator down the train tracks, and you just see the Predator just yoink Bill Paxton's head and his spine out and just like, bye. And you just see his like
That
big
is-
whale body just
Dude, that
oh
is
my god.
that's haunting because it just shows how fragile we are to this beast. For him to do that shit like butter, dude,
Just
that's probably
palms
my
him.
favorite.
Just,
That's it. Easy peasy. And you just watch the body go
yep.
Yeah, crumples, dude. It's
so good.
yeah. No, really well done. Love this.
Harrigan chases him out and punches Morton Downey Jr. in the face. Because he's just goes, hey, what's going on here? Hey, man.
Fuck. He goes, come here, I got something for you.
What everyone in the 80s and 90s wanted to do. Rob.
What's he do?
Get close up
What's he
of
do?
this one, pal.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll give you so many lefts. He'd be begging for a right.
But he's chasing the Predator, and right before he's like about to like follow him up the building, Keyes' guys grab him and bring him into like this weird futuristic trailer that he's got his full operation in.
Yeah.
But this is when we get the fucking awesome scene of the Predator on the building. And he's got freaking Jerry's spine and head in his hand, and he's and the lightning's hitting him. It's so cool.
It's the Highlander Predator.
It's so cool.
It's awesome. I don't care. It's
The Predalander.
The Predalander.
It's fantastic. So
So
yeah,
good.
we find out that Keyes has been tracking the Predator. He actually shows him explains to him that he's using this camouflage. That's how he gets around, and they're trying to figure out what he's doing here. But they don't want to kill him. They want to capture it, freeze it, study it, which would be a plot point in The Predator, which would come out years later, which would star Gary Busey's son Jake.
Yep.
Who I think is playing literally the same character.
He's playing the son
of Keys. Yeah.
This character. So he's the son of the son of in the sequel.
Well, it's a perfect casting because he looks exactly like his dad.
I'm telling you, it's uncanny, man. I like Jake Busey.
I do too. So it's time to go hunting. The predator locates them, and this is what, because this is where Keys and all of his men are like in these weird like aluminum foil jumpsuits, and they're like going in there to hunt him and
blocking their heat.
They're blocking his heat vision, and he also, I think, can't camouflage either. They like have the room set to a certain way where he can't do either.
He can camouflage, but they can see him because they've got that radioactive isotope floating through the air.
Right.
And it sticks to him, so they can track him that way. So he's still invisible, but to their scanners and the ultraviolet, they can actually see him, the silhouette of him.
Figures it out so then he doesn't actually use his camo, because when he attacks them, he's not camouflaged.
Yeah.
Right.
Badass.
We also see that he has multiple modes of vision.
Yes.
So he is adaptable.
It's like layers. He's like, well, I can't see in this layer, so I'm going to remove this color.
He could see their lights, basically, is what he could see.
He switched it to where he saw the ultraviolet light, because that's what they're using, because they were assuming they couldn't see that spectrum of light.
By the way, like, I know, whatever, it's a movie, but like, when they go, I was like, that equipment would be hot. Like, some of those lights and those
putting off heat.
He could see that stuff in the infrared vision, but I get for the plot, this is where we're going.
But see, this whole room that they're in is frozen. Where the fuck is that? Where's the fuck is that in the whole city?
It's a warehouse.
That's the room.
That's
the room I would want to be in.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, no, you'd be definitely showing.
No, I'm saying if I'm living in LA during this.
Oh yeah,
I would want to be that cold, because
I mean, maybe that
my ass off.
But I can guarantee parts of that place doesn't smell very good.
No,
I'm not worried about the smell. I'm just talking about the temp.
I like that the predator likes a nice slice of ribeye steak. That's pretty cool,
right?
What do you think his what do you think his cook's at, Nikki? Like, what do you think his favorite temp is?
Definitely medium rare.
I was going to say medium rare.
He's a sophisticated gentleman like us.
He's not totally savage.
He puts a sear to it. He does a sear to it. That's real nice.
Yes.
You know, you got to see.
You got to have that nice pink inside. But you got to have that. You got to have that crunch as well. You got to that crunch, the juice.
A little salt and pepper. No A1 sauce. You don't fuck that up, man. Little S&P. S&P's away from me, buddy. Letter Kenny.
Yeah, he's got a couple fucking Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Oh
yeah, you gotta have
the cinnamon butter.
Cinnamon butter. Put that on there.
Stop it! I'm hungry now.
I don't know if you have it in your notes, Parker, but there is a thing with this scene that's happening that they are literally paying homage to another movie franchise that they are already tagging into this movie. Number one, Busey's the only other person that calls the predator a predator. It's the first time we hear the name. It's the first time it's ever mentioned. But he also calls it something else.
An alien.
He's explaining to Harrigan that it's an alien. And this entire scene is straight from Aliens. When the Marines are in the hive hunting the aliens, we have all the camera angles of their shoulder mounted stuff. So we're watching all of Busey's men on shoulder mount, and Harrigan's in the main office when the chaos happens, takes the headset just like Ripley does, because Adam Baldwin's acting like the other guy that froze and didn't know what to tell everyone, that there's, it's coming behind you. It's coming. It is all of this is Aliens, and it's done well as an homage to that. But the fact that we also know what happens at the end of this movie, it's a love letter to, like, hey, there's other aliens in the Fox universe, and this scene just oozes aliens, and I love this scene. This is one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
It's a good one.
It's really good. And he takes out all of Keys's guys. You think that he kills Keys
when he lands in the middle of them? Like, that's like,
so
like, hell yeah, I love it.
It's so good.
Superhero landing, but we're not going to be doing any hero work.
And how he takes them out, like he just dispatches, like turning around, the camera moves The beef is everywhere, just like kind of fucking around with your visuals on everything, but it's so well done.
Yeah, and then Harrigan shows up and puts a few into him. Fucking blasts him like 3 or 4 times with that shotgun. And I love it.
God,
we get that iconic green blood, which is so good.
Love it.
It's just fantastic. And he thinks he killed it, but we get listen, I don't know about you. This is my least favorite line. I don't like the fact that Danny Glover does the "you are one ugly." I don't like it. I don't like it because
I'm fine with it, man.
It's like, this is what he said in the first one. It's like, no, but he didn't know. Like, why?
I love that he doesn't get to finish it. That's
Really cool. They cut it off, which makes it better. If they'd have just let him say it and then the Predator repeated it, yes, they're copying. But the fans are going, oh, he's gonna say it. He's gonna say the line. He's like, "You're one ugly mother." Oh fuck! And it's right there in his fucking face.
I do like that the Predator says "motherfucker."
Yeah.
I love the look of this Predator too. With the face,
it's my favorite.
Yes,
it's my favorite one.
It's one of my favorite. I mean, I love the OG because it's the OG. I mean, it's iconic. But the way they change it, where this one's almost got like tiger stripes almost to his face.
I love the details of this one.
So much more detailed, and you can tell. They knew they were going to have more camera time with the face. So a lot more work was done on the articulation, the inside of the mouth, pussy face, which I still crack the fuck up when he says that. But it looks so fucking cool in part 2.
I wish we had like something to look at that shows this Predator on like a t-shirt form. Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he is.
With the shoulder pads, like he's badass, man. He's probably my favorite Predator. He's awesome. Or what are Predators actually called? It's like Yautja.
Yautja.
Yeah. Which when do they say that? Like when does that come up?
The books.
The comics and books.
Okay.
When they started doing that.
I was gonna say I don't think it was ever mentioned in a movie.
No, but in the comics and like one shots, that's when they started. There's a Celtic one where it's basically Highlander Predator. It's not, but they do a Celtic one, and then there's a couple of others that they do that's in different times. They explain the gun in the comics that shows up at the end. You follow
which
that
then
pirate.
shows up, which then it gets its true origin in Prey.
In Prey, they do the movie version of it, but it had a canon event early on, which technically even in the Prey one did it. Like, was it right from then, or did they have it from before already? Right. So the gun is that line, that key thing that carries on through some of the movies. But yeah, so a lot of the lore come from fans building the lore and adding to it as it went.
But yeah, the Buse returns. But only for a few seconds, because he freaking gets that disc blade and just throws it. Love it. I love that the Buse is behind the meat, so you don't get to see him get chopped in half.
Yeah.
But also you see his legs fall. What happened to his upper body?
So what you didn't see was he backed up into a meat hook at that exact moment.
Oh.
So he's stuck on there. It's right as the blade goes through. So it's
perfect.
Right at that moment. And the blood falls, and the top half doesn't.
Leatherface is in the corner, like, I'm so hot right now.
I always imagined the disc is what held him up, like his upper body.
But there was no wall, though. Like, did it shoot him all the way across the room?
Maybe
so he's
how does it? But Dustin, how does it pin him?
He's writing on it, yeah.
But also, how does it pin him if it goes through him? Because it has to chop him in half.
No, I'm saying like his upper body is sitting on top.
So it's just resting like a shelf.
He looks like that one dude from Men in Black 2 that had the little space.
Oh yeah.
And he's flying around.
Yeah,
I like my meat hook theory. I think I'm probably the closest one.
That makes the most sense of anything I just heard.
Or the Buse just doesn't need legs.
That is also possible.
He's a fucking.
It hit so hard that it just tumbled out of frame, like you just couldn't see.
Yeah,
I want to see that though. I wanted to see the comical flip through the air.
Me too.
I like seeing legs and then just fall down.
So good.
It's slow motion too, which to me, it's kind of creative to do this shot because this shot's going to be hard to do anyway in a movie. this thing flying across, cutting through these carcasses, and they're dropping. To hide that as a special effect, to be ballsy enough to go, fuck it, make it slow-mo. The special effects guy's going, the fuck did he say? Slow-mo? That's not how we do this, sir. You got to go fast and cut the camera, and then we show you. Nah, man, that slow-mo and then that slow just blob of blood and guts falling. It's awesome.
So then we get another fight between the two, and it's on top of the building. The Predator falls. He's got him. And, well, actually, the Predator grabs onto Harrigan on the side of the building, and Harrigan is able to grab that blade and just chop off the Predator's arm. And then the Predator has, like, that comical, like, grab onto the pipe snaps, the pipe goes back, he falls into the apartment across the way, and then we get that comical, like, interaction with the woman. She's like, Harry, there's somebody in the bathroom. Wake up!
I love her. They're watching Jeopardy in the background, which is awesome. But also, you got to think, Harrigan just saved all of LA and half of the West Coast, because that was a nuclear fucking bomb getting ready to go off in the middle of downtown Los Angeles.
That's the thing, though.
But he chops his arm off. How does it stop the bomb?
It went through the device. If you look, it cut
did it?
Through,
okay.
It cut through the device.
I thought it was elbow.
No, he still had, because later on you even see the stump, because they changed the actor who's doing the close-ups. They actually had a guy that was missing that part of his arm.
Okay.
He's in the Predator outfit. But when Harrigan takes it off of his shoulder that it's dug into, the top half of the control box is still there when he throws it down. So however it disables a fucking nuclear bomb that's carried around on their arm, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that he literally saves, because they talk about the destructive power in
it's laid out to him. Like, that's why he was so urgent to fuck, because he realized what he was doing. Like, he's seen him. But why? I don't know if it's ever discussed, but like the Predator seems fine without his mask on. But during this whole chase scene, he holds it up to his mouth.
It's not his mask. It's a different.
Respirator.
It's a respirator. Yeah.
So there's two thoughts on it. There's some people that think he's breathing the air, even though that's never mentioned later that the mask is actually a respirator.
Yeah.
They do think possibly that it's medication. Like,
that's what I thought.
Huffing something to make him stronger, or a painkiller, because he does surgery on himself. Coming up, and then he starts using it. Yeah, that
gives himself an adrenaline shot. Literally, like he gives himself an adrenaline shot after the blue stuff. Which, by the way, I have a question.
Yeah.
What the hell does drywall and tile have to do with making medicine for the Predator? Because I was like,
it's probably hard. It probably becomes hard.
Did it not matter what it was? He just had to pour that goo on it to make it something.
He was making himself a prosthetic.
I think it's like a glue. Like, it's grab like if he was in the jungle, grab bark and leaves, crunch them up, pour this goo on it. But I love it's got a little Bunsen burner, little ring flies around, and he's cooking meth in there. He's
fucking cooking, dude.
Little Predator crack addict.
Oh,
I got me some right here, man.
My favorite though is when he freaking puts the crap on his arm and he screams, and the woman's out there and she's like,
"You got the broom?"
Yeah,
I love it.
And then freaking Harrigan is like, I gotta stop him. So he goes over there. The Predator busts out the bathroom.
Down the pole.
Yeah, busts out the apartment.
After that adrenaline shot, he's fucking like running through walls. It's great.
For walls, Charlie.
And my favorite
Charlie
thing,
in Japan. Charlie running through walls again.
Oh, my favorite though is where Harrigan goes, she's like, "Ma'am, don't worry, I'm a cop." And she just looks at him and goes, "I don't think he gives a shit."
Best line ever.
It's so good.
I love this lady. She cracks my ass up. She's right.
God.
She's not wrong.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't think he gives a shit. Harold, did he look like he gave a shit? No, he didn't look like he gave a shit.
Then we get the elevator ride down to the Predator ship that's like underground. And we get a final face-off between Harrigan and the Predator. And Harrigan gets the upper hand, shoves that spoon blade into him, And he looks at him.
Wait.
Wait.
Before any of this happens, we get the crossover that we never knew in 1990 needed, because Harrigan's walking down this hallway and he sees the trophy room and there's skulls all over this trophy room.
I was getting to that, but you had to cut in and start talking about it.
That's before
I could have talked about that back when he was cleaning freaking Willie's head, because you actually see the xenomorph head on the wall in that scene.
It's quick. It's very fast.
We're at the part.
Dustin.
Xenomorph head.
No, xenomorph head shows up in the earlier scene.
It does.
I'm talking about right now.
Well, I could have talked about it, but you had to interrupt me.
He's in the drive.
So sorry to talk about.
Listen,
Charlie and Mickey's
I'm just trying to finish the plot so that we can just have a conversation and end this thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't like it when mom and dad are fighting, Mickey.
Shut up and put your seatbelt on.
I ain't wearing a seatbelt.
I swear to God, I will turn this car around. I'm sorry, Mom.
I gotta pee.
But we get that final line, because the predator hears shit happens, and he just keeps repeating it to the point where when Harrigan kills him, he goes, "Shit happens." You're like, yeah, this is fucking cool, man.
It does. It's awesome.
And then who shows up at the fucking gang of predators? Just like, whoop, 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 this. What's up?
They're like, fuck me, man.
Literally, members.
He goes.
He literally
does the same thing. I'm like, let's just fucking do this.
I love how he like tries to square up with them. Like, I killed one of them before. I'll kill y'all. They're just like, relax, buddy. We're not here for that.
Think about this scene though for a second. Even though I don't know if Danny Glover's characters put it together. He drops the weapon, which makes him defenseless.
That's true. Yeah.
That is true.
So there's no reason for them. Like, I'm sure it was like, you just killed that dude. You earned this out.
Right.
But there is also the fact
yeah,
that he's defenseless now. He throws it down and is like, all right, who's next? You know, like, can I just say though, when I was like 13 or 14, the first time I watched this, even though it's seared in my brain about jiggling boobs, seeing all these predators just appear was just in fucking sane to see. You're just like, oh, he's cooked. He done. Like, there's no getting out of this now. Good job, Danny Glover. We won't see you in the sequel.
So good.
And the detail of they're all different.
They're all different. There's 9 of them.
The same predator. Matter of fact, I think the OG mask is used on one of them whenever it's painted across.
Yeah. Great. I think the elder actually is the original, kind of like dolled up to look older.
The original outfit. I think you're right. I think they used the original makeup for that one.
And I love that too, because I've always wondered like what their aging process, like how rapid do these creatures age, and how long has he been around for him to be an elder? You know, like you can clearly tell he's older than everyone because of his gray reds. But it's like,
no,
but like
how to think about. I don't know
how long do they live? Like they don't have dog years, right? Like it's not every one.
So that pistol he had was from 1715, right?
Yeah.
So you wonder, like, is that his? Did he get that trophy, or did somebody pass that down to him? So he could be that old. He could be.
I have to read that comic.
200 years old.
Yeah. I don't know, but man, I love it. All 9 of them look different. Like this was apparently the most expensive scene in the entire movie.
Yeah, this is all the Lakers basketball players.
Well, then
are all the
how
predators.
Well, not all their prosthetics were different. Like none of them had the same replicated mask.
Well,
like Stan Winston.
I mean, the same with
had to make
the main predator in this compared to the main predator in the original. They didn't look the same because of their.
Well, I'm talking about all 9 of them were in one shot.
Yeah,
like it's like Stan Winston had to create
9 different.
No, there was no copy and paste. It was all 9.
They're all like green screen in it. Their legs are like wavy from like.
It's green screen when they do the appearance. So when they go from the camouflaged out, that's green screen. But there's physical dudes in suits in every one of them.
The LA Lakers.
Because there's a blooper scene. There's legitimately a scene.
Of them dancing.
Everyone thought it was fake of them dancing. There's a dance sequence.
I will be posting that video at the end of this episode. So you will get dancing predators.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
So I looked it up real quick. AI, but because that's the first thing that comes up in Google. The Yautja, commonly known as predators, have a lifespan of at least several centuries, and some can live for thousands of years. While they don't have true biological immortality, their long lifespans are a defining characteristic. Their advanced age is evident in their appearance, with older individuals often having graying dreadlocks, which is the gray.
Grayback. Or grayback, yeah.
Grayback is what he's called for this one. So yeah, and there's like Dark Horse has done a ton of Predator comics and stuff. So there's a lot of lore people have added to it, but you'd have to imagine, I'd say hundreds of years.
How do they live when that planet that they live on is like a desolate desert? Like we see it in Killer of Killers, and we also see it in Alien versus Predator, which I know isn't technically canon to the Predator movies, but it's like I remember seeing it like, wow, that planet guy sucks. Like no wonder they're always traveling around.
But there is a city in Requiem. It is a city when you
it's Requiem, not the first
that they're going out. They're looking out the window, so it's like a civilization, but it does look like a very arid environment around them in that one.
And that just makes me think about like Badlands. How Badlands were following an adolescent around. Like
I was gonna say, I feel like in Predator Badlands, we're gonna get a lot of this, like world and biology stuff. Of
cool.
Predator.
No, I'm stoked on that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good one. I'm excited. So yeah, Mike gets the pistol from 1715, and if I was him, I'd been like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this fucking thing?
Take it.
Sell it to a museum.
All right, sure. And
but yeah, he sells it not knowing that the Predator just told him to hold on to it.
That's important.
No, bro, I'll be back for that. I've got to get you just want to hold on to this for me.
Man, I don't have enough room in my trunk. Could you hold on to it for me? I'll be back in a couple, like 20 years, let's say.
Our inventory is kind of full.
Our planet's customs, they're fucking dickheads.
They're
so like I either gotta mail it to myself or I gotta have you hold on to this shit. All right. So
I'll be back.
Hold on to it. Yeah.
Oh man.
And the worst acting from Alec Baldwin.
You mean Adam Baldwin?
Probably fucking Baldwin shows up. Gosh, we are totally almost had this. Oh my god! Here comes the cops. The guy go home. Just fucks off. Like it's just.
I love.
That is exactly how it happened.
In white, just looking like powder. I don't know if you ever seen powder, but he's like powder.
I've seen powder.
And then the helicopter's coming down. That shit is just like off of him. It just made me laugh the whole time.
Yeah, the ending was funny.
He has a look on his face the whole time, just like fuck this. That is I'm too old for this shit moment. He needed to say that at the end of this movie.
But that's it. That is the end of 1990's Predator 2.
Hey horror friends, welcome to Tomb of Terrors. I'm Old Man Brad, your guide into darkness. Here, every episode is a journey into horror. I'm digging up the latest releases, having conversations with the filmmakers who bring these nightmares to life, or sometimes dragging in my friends to explore cult classics, like Bruno Mattei's Cruel Jaws. There's something spine-tingling around every corner. So whether you love a bloody Italian slasher, a chilling ghost story, or those hidden treasures scattered throughout Tubi, this tomb has something for every horror fan. Just dim the lights, cozy up in a blanket, and step inside. If you dare.
Now it's time to go around the room and talk about our final thoughts on this movie. Charlie is like itching right now, so I'm gonna start with I'm gonna have him start us off.
My final thoughts are everything I've said in this movie. I absolutely love this sequel. This sequel makes so much sense. I don't understand why people don't get it or gravitate to it. You said it. I didn't say it. I'm not. She watches this podcast, sir. You're in trouble, not me. But I'm talking about the people when this movie came out. Like it,
sure,
said, it did flop, and there's no reason. It did everything a sequel should do correctly. It elevated it. It did an awesome story. It built on to what the first movie did. And that's a huge testament to, the writers and the director of this. And Danny Glover owns this. I love Danny Glover. He will always, be Lethal Weapon, Danny Glover in almost anything else. But when I'm watching Predator 2, I don't see him as that character in here. He is Harrigan in Predator 2. He exudes it. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite version of the Predator, even though I love part ones. I just love, this is just leveled up Predator, more weapons, more carnage. The deaths are in your face. You're watching everything happen in camera. And like Mickey pointed out, this is closer to a horror movie. Like everyone talks about, part one is sci-fi horror action. It's a perfect blend, and it is a perfect blend. This one ups all of it, and it really ups up the horror aspect of it. It feels like a slasher movie most of the time that the Predator's on screen. And I adore this movie. Like it's Predator, and then Predator 2's like right under its ass, because you can't have any of this without the OG. The OG is a perfect movie, flat out. This one would still be like, if I ranked it, this would still be like a 10, right next to Predator itself. And I've watched these movies time and time again. I got my VHS. I absolutely love this. And that's how ballsy they are. They went, it's Predator 2, bitches. We know you're going to rent it. We don't need to show you shit on the cover. I mean, and then you flip that over on the back, and that like shadowy look of the Predator, but you're looking at the Predator. I just love it. And I just love this franchise. Like, I'm surrounded by Predator stuff. You can't see it on the camera everywhere, but it's hanging on my walls. I have the shirts. I have everything. I have the comics. I adore this franchise, and I love coming on here talking about it. And the hilarious thing is, I've never covered Predator, any of them, on my show, but I always go on other people's shows and cover it. And that's the running joke now. We only cover it on everyone else's shows. We've never done them yet. So that's my thoughts.
Mickey.
I mean, I don't know what else to add to that, but I'll try. So, because you said a lot of true things. But I really like the different aspects of the film. We talked about the horror touches on it, right? It's a really good action movie. You've just got all of these different vibes that mix together really well in this film. Maybe that has a lot to do with the director, Stephen Hopkins having experience with horror movies, because you can definitely tell in certain scenes this is a horror movie, and then you could tell in other scenes we're just going balls to the wall action. Like the opening, shootout is just fucking wild, man. Like, what is happening right now? I got to put my seatbelt on. This is crazy. And I got to take a deep breath, right? We get an upgrade to the Predator, which is awesome, right? And we're talking about practically with effects, and we're talking about, lore and his weapons and the way this one hunts, right? Because it is a little bit different. Not much, but just a little bit different. Yeah, man, there's just so many iconic things from this movie. So watching it again, really because I didn't remember the first half of the movie that well, because it's been so long since I watched it, right? But once we got to the meatpacking plant, everything was seared in my brain. I was like, I could tell you the rest of this movie shot for shot, like I was watching it. I guess I've just seen that part of it the most, but still, it's great, man. Great acting, great characters. Character development is really cool in this movie. Underrated as heck, because Bill Paxton's character has great development, as does Danny Glover, right? Yeah, awesome. I love the characters. I love the action. I love the horror aspect. Great movie.
Dustin.
I like it. There is nothing more I can add to other than this one's my favorite. The first one's the best one. Don't get me wrong. But I would rather watch Predator 2 because I just love it more. The horror aspect, I love that we got the science fiction mysticism in it. Like they brought in a new aspect of this movie, other than the fact that this creature is now in the city and it's just hunting. Like Danny Glover is a very smart cop in this movie. But Bill Paxton's character development is phenomenal. You hate him and then you love him and you don't know why. So it's so good. Yeah, there's nothing else I can add. other than what these two guys just said. This movie is almost damn near perfect. But I did pull up, if you guys are interested, the Rotten Tomato scores.
Oh, you're gonna make me mad.
Not me, the internet. Okay,
The internet. I already said a lot of people make me mad about this movie.
100,000 people critiqued this for the audience score, and you guys want to guess what it is?
I'm gonna say 47%.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna be nice and put it in the 60s.
I'll be right in the middle. I'll put 50.
44%.
Fuck all of them.
And
all of them.
The fact that, you know, people can't get over the fact that it's not in the jungle is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Asinine.
Absolutely stupid.
So yes, I like this movie a lot. Parker, what are your final thoughts?
This movie rules, man. But you know, from the setting, the way the Predator looks, like I agree with everyone. This is the best looking Predator. He just is so badass. And getting to see him do more in this movie compared to the original, which the original is a phenomenal movie, and it is probably my number one, but this is a close number two just because of we get more. And Danny Glover is freaking perfect as the lead in this. And it's crazy to think like some of people's complaints were the fact that Danny Glover was the lead in this. And it's like, did you watch the movie? Did you watch the movie? Because if without Danny Glover, this movie doesn't work. Like, and the fact that it just also shows how great of an actor he is, because people are expecting more Murtaugh, right? And we didn't get that. Like, Harrigan is a completely different character. Like, I love Murtaugh. I love the Lethal Weapon movies, but I think like his character, Harrigan, is way more badass. He does more. He's fucking ripped. Like, this dude he is a man. He's a man. You know?
Man's man.
Yeah. But all the characters in this are great. They all play their roles perfectly. The squad is fantastic together. The fact that we talked about that Bill Paxton's character development is just chef's kiss, you know, which is crazy because, like, if you think about it, he's really not in the movie for that long. But just in those few scenes, he goes from being a despicable piece of shit to, like, you're sad when he gets his fucking head and spine ripped out of his body. You're like, no, not.
And that's important. I need to care about kills of the good guys.
Yeah.
And it works. I care about him at this point when he dies, and it's shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's one of two people in movie history to be killed by an alien, a predator, and a Terminator.
Yep. Yeah, somebody was like, well, technically, we don't know if he actually was killed by the xenomorph. And it's like, even if he's cocooned, he's getting killed by the xenomorph. So shut the fuck up.
So, an alien's going to burst out of him if they cocooned him, number one.
Exactly.
So the alien killed him. Two, they captured him and glued him to a wall when the nuke went off. The aliens are because he died.
Yes.
I've also seen the argument that it's like, oh, the Terminator just punched him.
You just threw him against
a giant fucking robot punched a skinny motherfucker in the stomach.
I'm sorry, his arm is going through his torso. Like, I don't know what else you want.
He dead. He dead. He ain't getting back up. He ain't getting back up.
Deader in hell.
Yep.
DED dead.
Bill Paxton and Lance Hendrickson.
Lance Hendrickson.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, overall, this movie's amazing, and people really need to give it another chance. Anna, calling you out, Anna. Give it another chance. If you don't like it after your second watch, then it's fine, I guess. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. But this movie rules. Check it out, please. Currently, it's streaming on Hulu, so if you don't want to buy it, you can check it out on Hulu right now. But also, I bought this awesome 4K pack of the only 4 solo Predator movies before Prey for pretty cheap. It was like $25. So give that a grab if you want.
I got the Blu-ray version of that came with all of them except like AVP and Prey.
Yeah, I have AVP on DVD, and
that's why I didn't jump up on the 4K one because I was like, the Blu-ray ones are pretty fucking good. You know,
I need to buy it on 4K? No, because to be honest, like the 4K looks good, but I put in the Blu-ray and it doesn't really have much of a difference. So I'm like,
it looks very
similar.
And honestly, on Hulu, it's a great rip on Hulu too. So it's probably a good transfer off of it.
Yeah.
So other than commercials, which
Yeah.
didn't bother me. I'm a kid of the 80s and 90s. Commercials don't faze me. I'll never pay for no commercials. All right, you can't break me. It's not gonna happen. I don't give a shit.
But the last bit of trivia that I did want to mention that I should have mentioned earlier was the fact of how much of a pain in the ass this movie was to make, because they did film this in LA and they were filming it in some pretty rough neighborhoods. There were literally moments where they were filming and they were getting like bottles of piss and bags of shit thrown at them while they were doing scenes. The alleyway that the Predator fights Willie in, they literally said that they found dead bodies when they were clearing the alleyway to set up their shots. Like, it was wild.
Horrendous, yeah.
Yeah. That's
And they were
LA,
worried
people.
about spending money to go into New York. You know, like that's what they were worried about.
But now we're going to go over to social media and see what you all had to say about Predator 2. And we got quite a few responses. So strap in, everybody.
Yes.
How many of Dustin's profiles answered?
None. I made sure to not answer because my ass was here. Okay.
We're going to start over on Twitter, where our first one is from Jesse or at Mr. J300, who says, love this movie. By the way, did you know of the new ending of Predator Killer of Killers? Yes, I do. And if you didn't know,
like it.
Apparently Danny, Arnold, and the woman from Prey have cameos in animation form. Yeah, I don't think we needed it.
It's a post-credit scene. It's they're doing exactly what the rest of the movie did, Charlie. Like, these people who defeated the Predators, like, they have captured them and encapsulated them in a, which I'm fine with, because Arnie was only talked about in this movie briefly. He was given just a brief history on the other mission, but all these other, I'm down with it. I'm so down with that.
Well, why didn't they take Danny at the end of this one?
But they had the opportunity to just.
But Danny Glover you don't see him though in the post-credit scene. You only see the girl from Prey.
Well, no,
you
don't added to it.
No, you see Arnold.
They've added to it.
Yeah, you see Arnold.
So it's a whole new thing.
They have added extra animation so that they would include Arnold and Danny Glover's character.
Still not mad at it.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Still not mad.
That means they didn't win. They didn't win. I don't like it.
But they have to fight to the death now, which I'm fine with that. Like, it's
don't like it. They won. They won. They should have let them have their hero moment, and they won. Yeah. Yeah. Unless you got the balls to come back on their home turf and fight them again, fuck off. You're not going to steal them in the middle of the night while they're sleeping.
Also,
Danny Glover standing there in his boxers. Get the fuck out.
he probably finally got his air conditioner to work. He's like,
yes,
and
finally.
then he gets taken.
Yeah, son of a
He's
bitch.
standing there. He's standing there, his little heart boxers from Lethal Weapon 4. And he's like, the fuck is this shit, man? I'm not even doing it. Yeah, no, I don't like it.
Man.
Leave them to alone. You have enough stuff to do. You have enough lore to play with. Leave them alone. I don't like it.
I'm fine with it. Anyways, continue, Parker.
Says the guy that hates Jaws.
Says the guy that hates Jaws.
You cup of chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
All I will add to that is Hulu, please release Killer of Killers on physical. I need it.
Yeah.
I got Prey. I bought Prey on 4K. I need all the Predator movies, and that's the only one that I need.
I wanted the steel book, but it sold out so fast.
Yeah, I just have the.
Did you got the regular slip cover 4K, or did you get the Blu-ray? I've thought about getting the Blu-ray.
Yeah, I got the 4K.
But...
It's this one.
So you got the okay. Yeah. I need to get that one. If I'm going to do it, I'll get that one, because at least that's kind of what the steelbook looked like anyway.
Yeah, I was going to get the steelbook, but this was good enough. Next one is from What an Oddcast, who said, the Predator that made me afraid as a child to ever be in a city. Also gave me more interest in Gary Busey growing up, as I then saw him in Maneater, and my fandom blossomed. We love Gary Busey around here.
Love Gary.
The Buse, Uncle Busey. Movies for Days says tied for best sequel with Prey, because they both kick total ass and are basically incomparable or incomparable. If I knew how to speak.
Okay.
Hey, Internet, Eric here. I had a trouble of following up the damn near perfect original, but it's a strong sequel. A great cast, even though Paxton took some getting used to. Awesome upgrades in the look of the Predator and its weaponry, and was just a badass movie. All right.
He's right. It was
Yeah.
And it was a hell of a thing to tackle.
Yep.
To be like, we're gonna make a sequel to the greatest movie ever made. Yeah, okay.
Shoot the Flick says it was for a while, but I think Prey holds the top spot now. I did ask if it was the best, if it's the best Predator sequel, so that's why people are saying their favorite sequel.
Prey just doesn't have the depth to it.
Charlie's just mad because it took the machine gun out of it. That's what it is.
Prey.
You know what?
Prey.
You gotta have.
No, you're not wrong. Like I get what you're saying. Like it took the testosterone out. It took the the machine guns out of it. But
I saw Prey 3 times in the first week. It was
either.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying to be like it's better than the first two.
I will put them all on a line. It's like Predator, Prey, Predator 2, Predators, the Predator. I can't say anything about the Predator. I've actually. This is the only Predator movie I've never seen. Is the Predator?
The Predator.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad, but
yeah.
Anna really liked it, so you know what? I trust her taste in movies.
I just have a problem with people translating the Predator to English, like the Predator speaking. I hate.
Yeah, that's weird.
Other than him learning a sentence, like
you want some candy.
But no, like when he has a full-fledged conversation about this man's child and the Predator, like over translation, I'm not a fan.
I've seen the movie.
I know, but I'm just saying. I don't want to say too much because Parker hasn't seen it.
No, I have not, but I will.
Okay.
Watch it if you can. Says the subway scene is excellent. And then he shared the amazing promo shot from Predator 2 of all of the cast, our main crew there, just kind of standing.
Nice.
Actually, that's a really good shot of all of them. It's kind of like they're Charlie's Angels, but badasses.
Johnny Blue just shares the gif of Scorpio is ready.
It's iconic, man.
Our friend,
we've been doing this since Parker invited us on. That has been the gift we've sent everywhere.
Our friend Darren Lundberg from Nostalgia Cast and Back to Bluey says it's an okay film that's become less headache-inducing now that movies have become more headache-inducing. But it isn't a patch on the original, since the original is a satire on masculinity, and the sequel is happy just to be a sci-fi actioneer, plain and simple. Also, I think that reusing Ugly Motherfucker and using the Xenomorph as an Easter egg started a couple of weird trends, with characters who inexplicably repeat dialogue from films that played absolutely no part in. And also, movie watchers feel entitled to new universes based on Easter eggs. I would not expect Darren to say anything less than that. We love you, Darren.
Who hurt you, Darren? Satire on masculinity.
Nope.
I would argue that it invented masculinity.
Sexual tyrannosaur.
Reinvented.
That is a very subtle response from Darren. If you want to see more, follow Darren on Twitter at DW Lundberg. David Garrett says, I've only seen it once all the way through. It used to be the best, but I think I give the nod now to the prequel Prey. It is a great follow-up to the original, though. So, even though they say it's not their favorite, they're still giving it props. I know Charlie, he's got some confused look.
But he's only watched it once. And I'm like, no. Those are rookie numbers. You got to jack those numbers up, sir.
Can't make an educated decision off of one watch.
That's very true. Very true.
You can't do that.
That's very true. Steven Movie Buff 3000 says, ever since I was a kid, I felt like a closeted Predator 2 fan. Everyone told me it was bad, and I sort of went along with it. Now that I'm an adult, I'm not only willing to say it's not on par with the first movie, but it actually might be a little bit better.
Ooh, a man of culture.
You've gone a little too far. You were doing great, but you went just a little too far.
Very, very cool. Very cool not listening to everyone. Watching it for yourself.
Right. Yeah. Fuck the patriarchy. We get it, man. You make your own road, make your own path. But you went a little too far. You were touching the sun. And you get a little close, okay?
You started feeling the wax smell on your wings. You're like, son of a bitch, I'm about to fall.
I'm not saying a full click down. Just just a nudge. Just bring it down just a nudge.
Harley said, you know what? Right. He said, you know what? Just watch Predator again, okay?
Right. If you think there is a question, just watch it again.
Yep.
Just pop it in. Take it all in. It's not a satire, but just take it all in and just let the testosterone not wash over you, but well up from inside. When the testosterone
become one with the baby oil.
Yeah. It's okay. You were there though.
Anthony Hudak says it's a fun ass sequel. Definitely up there as one of the sweatiest films ever. I also find this movie really defined the Predator as the icon it is today. The first one gave us a unique unknown creature, and this one gave infinite potential. And then
I like that.
Most dangerous fart in the world. Just said an excellent sequel.
Very nice.
All right.
All right.
That dude sounds like he likes to party. I'm down.
What a badass username, dude. I'm mad now that I left Twitter because of that username.
Right? Yeah.
It's the only reason I stay for things like that.
Most deadly fart. That's why we stay, sir.
Oh, God. We have a couple on Instagram. We have one from the Lindsay Washburn, who says, love this movie. I think too many people write it off. It's brutal. It's bloody. It's just as sweaty as the first one. It's a great sequel.
I'm with it.
And then we have one from Nerd at the Movies, a.k.a. Anna, who just says, sadly, not a favorite sequel of mine. Hopefully I can rewatch this before y'all record, and I'll leave an update comment below.
Aww.
She did not, by the way. But after seeing all of the other movies in the franchise for the first time recently, besides Killer of Killers, you need to watch that immediately. I just wasn't big on the city settings and the overall story of this one. All right.
She falls into that demographic.
It's okay to be wrong. All right.
Yeah.
I know Dustin's wrong every time he says Jaws is bad, so it's fine, Anna.
But it is. It's fine.
And that he doesn't like Iron Eagle. I mean, I don't know why we listen to Dustin in the first
really
place.
mad right now.
Yeah, I'm really starting to question why Dustin's here right now. That's what I want to know.
Hey, because Dustin is ready.
He's
ready. Oh my goodness. We have one over on Facebook from Sean Price who just says, yes, with doubt. So I'm guessing he's saying, yes, it is the best sequel. That's all I got. I don't know if
that sounds short and sweet.
Without a doubt. That's what he meant to say.
That's
sure
what
Pete
I'm guessing.
Right, that one? Yes. Good. That
good.
Would be...
movie happened. Good things. What is happening right now? Did you have a stroke? I need to check on this man.
Wellness check.
I just think I got one more. Okay, maybe don't let me check it. We do. We have one over on Blue Sky from the other guy, or internal bleeding at crap.town. Our friend Sean from Dewey Podmonster.
Oh, okay. That makes way more sense.
Okay.
Who says some might say it's the best Predator film. You didn't hear that from me, though.
I like how he left himself ambiguous on this.
You had to jump through hoops to find out it was him. Yeah.
Nicely played, sir. Nicely played.
Because you know how you can have like a separate like name to your actual like screen name? Yeah. That was where I was like,
I've not been on Blue Sky, sir.
No. That's for any social media. Like you can change your whatever. I don't need to.
Your tag and your name. Your
whatever.
All can have different names.
Facebook and Instagram. That's the best you're going to get out of me. It keeps telling me I'm on Threads. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Oh, man. So we have a couple over on our Discord server. One from Lo Wang, who says, I love Predator 2. Used to watch it all the time on FX. Pretty sure I saw this before the original. It took all the good stuff from Predator and just cranked it up. Do you guys want to know Anna's rankings for this franchise? Because she shared that.
Rack it off, dude.
We'll start from the lowest. And she did add the AVP movies, so we'll also include those, even though I wouldn't include them because they're not technically canon to the franchise, but whatever. AVP Requiem last. I actually think
Sure.
I actually enjoy Requiem more than I enjoy AVP if you can actually see the movie.
You can't see it, so you can't enjoy it more, Parker.
There's nothing to enjoy.
I love this dark-ass movie that's basically just telling me what's happening on screen.
Hey, ask Dan. He says he saw the movie. I don't know.
Dan's a liar, sir. We all know.
She has AVP at number 6, Predator 2 at number 5, The Predator at number 4, Predators at number 3, Prey 2, Predator 1.
So like 2 out of 7 is good.
2 out of 7 ain't bad.
No.
But yeah, that is all of the comments on Predator 2. Thank you so much for leaving your comments, and make sure to follow us on all the social medias at either Dissect That Film or Dissect That Film Pod. I usually share what we're going to be talking about a couple days before we record. So yeah, share your thoughts if you've seen the movie. Appreciate you. Now it's time to bid farewell. But before we do all that, I want to thank Dustin, Charlie, and Mickey for being here talking Predator 2 with me. Dan, Angela, we missed you. We wish you could have been here. Probably would have been a 4.5 hour episode if we had 2 more people on here.
Yeah.
But
a 2-parter.
Yeah. Jesus. So you guys do a little show. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mickey.
I was gonna say, do we all agree that this movie is badass?
Absolutely.
Charlie, play the thing. Charlie, play the thing.
Charlie, hit it.
I don't have a button here. Mickey, you do it.
You just got hit with a 100%.
I love it.
Badass movie rating. You are welcome.
Oh my goodness. So you guys do a little show. Well, you guys do a lot of shows, but you guys are here as B Action tonight. I will definitely make sure I put all the shows you guys are a part of, but we're talking about B Action tonight. So why don't you guys let everybody know what B Action is and where they can find the show. Who wants to go? Dustin, Charlie, whoever.
So B Action is a show where we put the B back into action. We do those movies when you're walking through Blockbuster, you're looking at that top shelf of those cool ass, but then you look at the 4th shelf. And those posters that sell you to rent that movie are movies we talk. You can find us on Instagram. That's the only place I have right now for us, and it's
strictly B Action. Yeah, it's the only place.
Yeah, that is just B Action. But you find our episodes all Give Me Back My Action and Movies feed anywhere that is posting. What you do is when you're scrolling through, listening to all their episodes, you get the episode say B Action. That's us.
Yep. All one channel, one-stop shop, everything you could want right there. Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies. That's where B Action lives.
We post every other Saturday.
Yep.
And it's except for the month of October, we have a bunch of cool shit cooking up. So
yep.
But yeah, that's really where you can find us.
Awesome. And like I said, there's a lot of other things that all these gentlemen are doing. Mickey's got Play for Keeps, which I will be tagging that down below. Make sure to check that out over on YouTube. Charlie, of course, part of Give Me Back My Action Horror Movies, and which is also that's where you're going to find B Action. So make sure you also listen to. They're on the same feed, just like Dissect That Film Podcast in the Monster Zone, same feed. That's where you're going to find both shows. So do that. Dustin is part of Flicks and Friends podcast and Baron's Hideout podcast, which are 2 other amazing podcasts. So a lot of content you all out there can consume just from the 4 of us here, and you will not be disappointed with anything that any of these guys are putting out there. If you are, into comic books, action figures, of course, we talk about movies here and all the other shows. Like, you're not going to be disappointed. So every show that they are a part of will be linked down in the description or in the show notes. So make sure to show love to all 3 of these gentlemen because they deserve it all. And also, if you're wondering, oh my God, is that the guy who does your intro? Yeah, Mickey is the one that you hear at the beginning of every episode for everything we do, the Monster Zone and Dissect That Film Podcast. That is this fine man with the silver locks. So make sure to go support him. So yeah, again, thanks guys. Appreciate you for being here and just being fucking cool ass guys.
Yeah, we're badasses.
Yeah.
Where's my dreadlocks at?
Oh man,
Charlie, just dread your beard. Is what
I'm
needs
gonna
to
dread my
happen.
beard. Yeah.
There you go.
I'll Wayne Static it at least. I'll just do the whole
There you
point.
go.
all the way down. There we go.
There you go.
next week it's gonna be September. At least not when we're recording, but next week when you're listening to this, it'll be September, and we're doing a theme month that we kind of started on accident, where we're just gonna be talking about movies that center around spiders. Next week,
That totally
yeah.
makes sense. Not even a little bit.
Will Wild Wild West be on there?
no.
Dang it!
So next week you will be getting an out of the Patreon vault episode of the Monster Zone, where we talked about 1955's Tarantula, which was recorded a couple years ago. So hopefully you guys will enjoy some old school Dissect That Film. And then our next Dissect That Film podcast episode is actually the winner of our latest poll, and that will be, I think 1999 this movie came out. Eight-Legged Freaks, starring David Arquette. So I'm very excited to talk about that one. And then we got other Spider movies that'll happen for the rest of the month. But yeah, September is officially Spider Month. So I hope you all enjoy movies centered around the creepy crawlies. Dan surely is going to be sharing a lot of spider facts throughout the month because he is a spider expert. He literally went to college for it.
You would say he's a Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Spider Dan.
But not with the dash of the hyphen there. It's Spider Space Man. So
it's no Spider colon Dan. Spider semicolon Dan.
Spider Dan.
Spider Dan. Spider Dan. Annoys Parker whenever he can.
Yes.
Spider Dan.
Very true. Very true. Oh man. But as for us, you can follow us on social media, as I already stated. You can support us over on Patreon, patreon.com/dissectthatfilm, where for $1 you can get uncut versions of the episodes. So pretty much what we just recorded, you guys are going to be getting early over on Patreon. I try to get them out up to a week before the regular episode comes out. So check that out.
Settle down, Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel. You'll get it when you get it, okay?
Get it when he's ready. All right? Settle.
And we're also starting in September, we're going to be doing watch-alongs over with our $3 tier members. So we're going to be watching movies together. So if you want to join in on the watch-alongs, go to Patreon, join us at the $3 tier, and we're going to have some fun once a month. So I feel like that's worth $3, maybe. I don't know.
Cool. It's a bargain.
But if you can't do that, that's completely okay. Make sure to go to your favorite podcast apps and rate us 5 stars or whatever you think we deserve, and leave us a review, because I like reading reviews. They're fun, especially when they're nice. And if you want to watch the video version of the episodes, make sure to go to YouTube, youtube.com/dissectthatfilm, where you can see all of our lovely faces and everything that we did here. You get to see the figures that Mickey was throwing up on screen. You get to see all the cool figures that are behind him, behind Charlie, the cool stuff's behind Dustin. You see this every episode, so that's not new anymore for me. But yeah, make sure to go over there, hit the subscribe button, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed yourself, and leave us a comment, because again, I love reading the comments on YouTube. We did get a YouTube comment on our Assault on Precinct 13 episode who just said, "Does the woman on your show talk?" And I went, yeah, she does. You do realize there's like 214 other episodes you could listen to. Gotta love it.
Yeah,
sometimes they're just fun to read, man.
We'll find you.
Are you Douchemaster 293? Yes. Yeah. This one's for you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But that is it. The last thing I got to do is shout out all the wonderful patrons over on Patreon. We have Billy Joseph Jr., Bucket of Chum, the Shark Movie Podcast, Corey Morissette, Daniel Collins, Dustin Elkins, Jordan Champion, Lo Wang, Rudy5453, Angela, Dan of Dissect That Film, Doom Generation, Eric Stein, Jason, and Robert Stewart. Thank you all for supporting us over on Patreon, and thank you to everybody else for supporting us, period, for leaving your reviews, your likes, all of that, because without you, this show wouldn't exist. So we appreciate you. And until next time, I am Brett Parker. That is Charlie. That is Dustin. And that is Mickey of B Action. And this has been another episode of the Dissect That Film Podcast, episode 216. We'll see y'all again on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Want some candy?
I don't think he gives a shit.
You still voting out there? You ain't having it. Because this is a new dance, and it's called Predator.